And we're live! Welcome to the channel for Turn-Based Tuesday here on my streaming channel, but we're gonna call today's stream Going Wild with Wyldernook. I am so excited about today because I have been having a blast with this TCG and I have just been really looking forward to sharing it, going through the journey with more people on the streams and showing you the magic of this game. So we're going to be playing this today. If you're new to the game, don't worry. I'm going to be trying to go through some of the basics on the stream and trying to explain to you just how it works and how you can get involved. And I'm sure we're going to have lots of people as well from the Wyldernook community who will be in, who, you know, maybe been playing a load of times for a very long time, and they will also be able to chip in and help you with understanding the game more. But the game itself is very, very easy to understand. It's not super complicated, but there's a lot of depth to the game. So I'm really excited. I want to say a big hello to, because we're not just streaming here on my Twitch channel today, this is also going out over on the official Wyldernook YouTube and Twitch channels. So if you're tuning in on those channels, then hello, a warm hello to you. We're going to be doing, over the course of the stream, we're going to be doing like a series of giveaways. We have actually some really cool stuff to give away. I have 4 legendary cards. That's right, you didn't miss here. I have 4, not 1, not 2, not 3. 3 would be pretty good. We've got 4. We have 4 legendary cards to give away, and they're really good legendary cards as well. And if again you're new to the game and you maybe don't know what the legendary cards are, they're basically the rarest cards in the game. You can get them, and we're going to explain over the course of the stream how you can get them from playing and from opening packs and whatnot. But, you know, they're trickier to get because they're not the sort of thing, they're quite expensive if you want to craft them. And if you wanted to buy them, then again, you're going to need quite a lot of dust. And again, we'll talk about dust as we play the game. But essentially, these are pretty cool cards to get, and all you need to do, if you want to participate and have a chance of winning these legendary cards, all you need to do is you just need to be in the stream, as you are right now, for essentially the duration. So stick around as long as you can, because there's no set time that we're going to be doing the giveaways. I think we're going to probably do a giveaway soonish. I want to kind of wait for more people to trickle in, and then when more people trickle in, then it would be a good opportunity to do a giveaway, because then more people have a chance to kind of try and win that card. But yeah, we're going to be doing them kind of sporadically over the course of the stream. The stream itself for Wyldernook is going to be about 2.5 hours, so we've got a nice bit of time just to lock in, relax, because it's a very relaxing game as well. Actually, it's the music. Listen to the music. The music is so relaxing. You could just chill back in the sun, maybe with a little laptop, you know, and just be playing Wyldernook and listening to the amazing soundtrack that's part of this game. So yeah, it's going to be a nice chilled session. I want to hear from people in the chat as well. So if you're new to the channel, if you're new to Wyldernook, then I want to hear from you in the chat. One thing to keep in mind about the giveaways is that we have, as I say, the stream going out to lots of different channels today, which is great. However, if you want to take part in the giveaway, you will actually need to be, so when the giveaway happens, you'll actually need to be over here on my Twitch channel. The reason for that is the kind of game that we play, the sort of side mini game that we play, reads my chat. So I'm going to need you to, if you want to be in it, I'm going to need you to be in my chat. So you can jump over for a sec when the giveaway starts. All I would need you to do is type a word in the chat, and then once you've done that, you're then part of the giveaway. So if you want to be part of the giveaways, I just don't want you to miss out, but I'll let you know closer to the time anyway. Caleb's in the chat. I see Caleb is here. Caleb, I know that you started playing yesterday. How are you finding it so far? What was interesting actually when you started to play is I didn't know this until I saw you playing, is that the game was popping up with these little notifications in the bottom left showing me what new cards you had acquired. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Because I can kind of see what my friends are getting in their collection. Maybe I could then ping them a message and say, hey, I've just seen that you've got that card. I don't think you need that card. I think you'd probably be happier if you traded me that card. I thought that was really cool. I didn't know that the game done that, but it really, really good. You got through the tutorial stuff and bought some packs. Good man. I also done the same a couple of days ago. There was a pack here. It's not here anymore because I bought it. But there was this $7.99 pack, starter pack. And it's really, really good value. Really good value. I think you get something like 650 of the gems, which is, of course, the premium currency. Which is really good because if you buy the gems on their own for 650, they're $5. And then you also got like a load of packs as well to open. Good packs too, like good cards. With some, I think I got like 2 legendaries, maybe 3 epics or something, 4 or 5 rares. I can't remember the number, but it was such good value. I was like, wow, fantastic. I want another one. Even though you don't get more because it's just a starter only pack. I thought that was brilliant, so I picked that up straight away. And I think what we'll do as well, at some point, I have some gems left over. And so I think what would be cool to do on the stream is at some point we will open a collector pack. And we'll see what we get in the collector pack. We'll see whether we hit the jackpot and we get a legendary card, which would be amazing, wouldn't it? That'd be so good to get on stream. But then if we don't, it would be quite nice just to see what other cards we get. You get some alternative art in the game. And I love the art in the game. So if I can get some alternative art, then I would love to do that. And it says here that at least one card is guaranteed to be an alternative art style. And then every card will have either an alternative art, special frame treatment, or both. So it's like if you love cosmetics and you want to have more of a chance of getting these legendary, the top cards, and this is definitely a cool pack too. So yeah, I'm glad you got through the tutorial. For anybody that is wanting to know what the game is, it's free to play. You can get started today. In fact, all you need to do... Oh, I should have had this actually. I should have had this assigned to one of my buttons, but I haven't. Here you go. It's... oh, here it is. It's there in the chat now. There's a link in my chat where it will take you through to the Steam page because this game is available on Steam right now. It's free to play. It's completely free to play. You do not need to spend any money in the game whatsoever. If you choose to, then of course, great. You're supporting a really cool small dev team that's super passionate about the game, and the passion really comes through when you look at the game, how well made it is. And how player first it is, and we'll get to that later. But you don't need to spend any money at all. You can get started today. It's really easy to start. There's like a very short tutorial. It's like a couple of minutes or so. Just teaches you some of the basics, and then you can get started playing, and you can collect close to about 300 cards within like an hour or so, really. Which is incredible. And then those starter cards you get, you can then start to build decks with, and you can start to play the game. And there's a couple of ways you can play the game. So you can play the classic kind of 1v1 against a real human opponent, which we'll be doing mainly today because it's going to be quite interesting to see what the decks are that other human players, other real players in the game are playing. And I always find, like, when you go up against actual players, you learn so much more about the meta, and you also learn as well, like, the decks that you've been building that maybe you think are good, right? Because you've been smashing the computer opponent, like, you've been smashing them non-stop. You take those into the actual arena, and then all of a sudden you start to see some cracks in your deck. So it's really good to learn a little bit more about the meta and about your own deck. So you can do that. You can also, of course, practice against the computer in a dual CPU match. And to be fair, I've spent a lot of time, probably a lot more time doing that than I actually have playing against human players, just because there's so much depth to the game and there's so many cool cards. There's 7 factions, if you don't know. 7 factions. And within each faction, there's several different cards called champions. And champions are basically like the really super powerful, unique card with a unique ability. And often when you're deck building in this game, you kind of want to deck build around your champion so that you can really maximize their value and their impact in a game. And so there's just so many champions, which is great. And then there's so many really cool cards that have different functionalities and different abilities. So I've been kind of just delving a lot and exploring a lot against the CPU. There's also a thing here called Match Court, which I think is brilliant. So Match Court is like up to 4 players. Up to 4 players. Now, oh, I'm indeed new to both the game and you, Dafaqtor. Oh, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. Welcome. I'm seeing a message here. First message on YouTube, so big shout out there. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. If you're new to the game, please let me know if you've got questions. I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. I wouldn't say that like I'm an expert by any means in this game. I'm still learning myself, but I have spent quite a bit of time playing the game. I've probably clocked up about 80 hours now playing the game since release, and the game got released about 6 weeks ago. So I've clocked in a fair amount of time. So if you have any questions, just let us know and we'll try our best to help you. But yeah, we've got this match court here, and the match court only opens from 9 PM on Monday to Friday through to 8 AM. So it's open for a very, very long time. But it's open in basically 3 hours time for us. So we're going to miss the match court because we're only going to be playing this game for about 2.5 hours. But doesn't mean that you have to miss out on it. So if you are starting to play the game today, or maybe just, you want to jump in because we've been inspiring you to play with all my crazy and insane plays that sometimes might go against me, then at least you know that you can get involved in a couple of hours in this match court and you can play this 4-player almost like free-for-all mode, which I think is so good, so fun, because I've played not 2-player, not 2-player, sorry, I have played 4-player, but it was a very long time ago, and it was like 2 versus 2, so it was like a kind of a co-op thing. I've not played a 4-player free-for-all where basically everyone is against everyone, and it's really fun and it's very chaotic at times. But there's some really cool cards as well that the game has in the game that are very suited to match court, probably more suited to match court than some of the other game modes. So there's opportunities to use cards that you wouldn't ordinarily use in some of these game modes. Thank you so much for the follow, Tersagun3. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the channel. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to the Wyldernook. Court matches are a very cool idea, aren't they? Have you done a court match yet, Caleb? Have you got involved? I've only played a handful. I haven't played as many as I would have liked to. I've only played a handful, but I'm going to be playing a lot more this week. The lane system is really good as well, with kind of defense and attack. What I like about this game is that there's a lot of good inspiration that they've taken from games that have come before, and then they haven't copied what they've done. They've kind of just like taken some good ideas, then they've come up with their own new ideas, and they've kind of like fused a lot of them together, and then created their own beautiful, very cool little baby game here, the Wyldernook, and it's brilliant. Also, one other game mode, it isn't here, which kind of is maybe a little bit confusing or odd, because if you press play, you think, okay, these are what I can play, but actually you can also play, if I come out of this, you can also play campaign modes, which maybe should also be, when you press play, you get to see this too. But regardless of that, you can also play a single player story campaign, And this is a really cool thing, because if you like games like Slay the Spire, or any other type of roguelike game that you've played, whether it's like a FPS type rogue, it doesn't have to be a card game, any type of roguelike game, this will appeal to you, because you can basically play more of like a story, narrative, story-focused like adventure, and there's lots of like choices that you have to make throughout the adventure. If I just click it, actually, just to show you, we'll just choose this here. I love it. It sort of has this really kind of dry sense of humor when you read these little tooltip things underneath. So you get this kind of map, and then you can choose where you want to start. You obviously choose your deck. So I chose a deck that I already put together. And then I can view my deck, and you get some cards throughout the adventure that you can add to your deck. You also start with what's called the right eye of insight. So you can already start to see what your opponents are going to do, which is kind of cool. It doesn't mean that it's any easier to deal with them, because it's quite challenging, this game mode. There's a lot of different paths you can take, and you can choose whatever path you want. And then if you see here, there's different kind of symbols that like represent different events that you'll do. And so you get different choices. So for example, this one here, I think this one is more of like a, you have to make a choice, right? And then this one is just a fight. This is like actually fighting an opponent with your cards. This one is potentially finding treasure. The campfire is a place for you to kind of rest, and you can refill your health. And it's just really, really cool, because if you get all the way through to the end, you have this huge boss fight at the end. If you don't get through to the end, it's okay. You get a ton of rewards throughout, so it still benefits you playing. And also, you can come back and play again as many times as you want, and it's always going to be fresh. It's always going to be different, right? Because of the roguelike structure. So your paths will be different. You might take different paths as well. You'll fight with different enemies. You'll have different choices. So it's really, really cool. Like, there's a lot of replayability with this mode. And I've played it quite a bit because I like story-based type games, and I love card games. So if I can play card games and then combine that with story-driven, story-heavy focused narratives, then I'm going to get involved. So really, really cool. The lanes remind me of Elder Scrolls Legends, which was one of my favorite TCGs. Agree. I loved Elder Scrolls Legends as well. I put a ton of money into that game, and I was devastated when the game kind of phased out, because I was having so much fun with it. I loved it. I loved the lore. I loved the card art. So yeah, it's kind of nice to play a game where you've got this kind of lane system that obviously works a little bit differently, but yeah, it's a nice kind of inspiration. Definitely. I also played back in the day, I played a game called Eternal. I don't know if anyone's played Eternal here in the chat, but I played a ton of Eternal. I'd almost say that Eternal was probably the TCG that like got me hooked on TCGs, to be honest with you. I got really hooked on it. I loved it. I loved the card art. I loved the lore to it. I was playing draft non-stop in that game. And a really cool campaign mode as well. And then of course there was quite a competitive scene too. So I absolutely loved it. And what I love is that this game, when I play it, it gives me a lot of okay, so it doesn't really give me Eternal vibes, but I get the same kind of feel-good feeling from playing this game like I did when I played Eternal back in the day. And that's why I kind of cherish this game at the moment, because as I say, Eternal was the first kind of TCG. I was playing lots of other TCGs, but I feel like Eternal was really the one that made me really fall in love with the genre. So Eternal is still kind of alive. It is, yeah. I mean, I was looking at the site yesterday. It's still alive. It doesn't really look like much is happening. I don't see a ton more new cards. So it's still alive, but yeah, I feel like it's probably not as alive as it used to be, right? A lot of people have moved on. The devs, I think, support it lightly. I don't think they put as much resources into it now. I think they just keep it ticking over, don't they, really? Yeah, live support. Yeah. You could say that, yeah. I was gonna use a different word. I was gonna say like it's kind of in maintenance mode. But yeah, you can say it's on life support. I always find that funny when that's described like that. All right, so should we get started? I have only a handful of decks, and I'm still tinkering with them. I'm still tweaking them. I'm still trying to find the right balance with them. This one I literally only put together yesterday. I haven't really properly played with it, but this one's I have played with it, and I've not really been able to achieve what I wanted to achieve with it. So I think we're going to start playing with this just because it's a bit of a troll deck, and I'll explain why it's a troll deck right now, because it's a troll deck for this reason. It has this card in here, and by the way, if this is your first time looking at the game and looking at the cards, there's something to mention here. There is something to mention, because if you're looking at the card and you're thinking, it's got this color here, but why is it like a gray card here, right? There's something to keep in mind. The game is in early access, okay? The game is in early access, and there's only a small team that are running this game. The big thing that hasn't been done yet, but is being done, is finishing the art by putting color into the art. So kind of like the coloring in, if you want to be simplistic about it. The sketches are all done, so all the art is in kind of like minimum sketch style, sketch form. But you'll see that some card art has been like fully like rendered, and it's past the sketch phase, and it's then like fully visualized, right? It's got the full art to it. So the devs every month are adding color to the cards. They're updating the card art, but all the cards are playable. So even if a card like this, you know, it's black and white in terms of the art, it's still a playable card, right? You can still play, it still functions. There's just something to keep in mind, because if you're thinking to yourself, why are some cards like fully illustrated and then some cards aren't, it's just because it's in early access and the team are working through that kind of that pipeline. So anyways, going back to this card is such a troll card, because I haven't really seen a card like this. I don't remember seeing a card like this before, but I love this card because essentially what you could do is you could you could kind of almost sit back, give your opponent the impression that you're suffering, you're struggling, and they are putting you under pressure, and they're chipping your health down again and again and again, and they get your health down to, say, 1, right? They get your health down to 1, and you've barely done any damage to your opponent. They're at 30. You then play this card. This is going to switch your health values. So then your opponent is going to be at 1. You're then going to take their health value at 30. And then all you need to do is find 1 damage to finish them off. So I think this card looks like a lot of fun. And when I saw it, I thought, okay, I definitely want to put a deck together where we can try and just get that going. Even if we lose like again and again and again, which I'm sure we will, trying to get to this here. I actually just want to be able to do it to completely troll the opponent, and just to have that insane moment where we just flip the script and all of a sudden they are basically at death, at the point of death. Hello to Blue Core. Welcome in, my man. Is mono color too gimped to play due to relatively low carb? Oh, okay. So that's the question that you're asking. Yeah. So I think I just answered that, didn't I? But yeah, good question. No, it's really just because of the fact that the art. So what I like about the game as well, actually, I haven't mentioned this, is that there's no AI art in the game, right? The devs actually don't use any AI whatsoever, which I think is great. Caleb will probably be crying here because Caleb is big on AI. He does a lot of stuff with AI. But I like that the devs have said, no, we're not going to use AI to do any of our art, because they value like actually human art. And I think most of the time, 99% of the time, I think that, you know, human art is way better actually than AI art. And looking at the cards here, even though some of them aren't colored in, you can see that like the art style here is already really, really cool. So once these become like fully illustrated, they're going to look amazing. In fact, one of my favorite cards, where is it? Let's go view, finish viewing. One of my favorite cards is this one. In terms of the art, I think this looks like a really cool card, like art-wise, because you've got this. I don't know if you can really see it on stream. It's probably easier for me to see because I'm a lot closer to the screen, right? But if you get a chance, like get into the game and type in legend down in the search and find this card, right? And what's really cool about this card is that there's like these god rays in the background that are very finely detailed. It's this really nice detail they've put into the card, and you can see like the different levels of lighting at the back of the card that's like shining almost on, shining and reflecting off the trees in the background. And then you've kind of got then also more monsters in the background that are kind of surrounding, you know, this little kid and this adult that's trying to protect him. And then you can again see that some of the light is shining in a different way off those animals. It's just really cool detail. And I love that it's been handcrafted by actual artists, and it shows as well. It just looks fantastic. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool cards with art. There's a lot of really cool cards without art, but it's going to be quite nice to see when those cards do get illustrated. Also, if you get in, this is a good thing, if you get in on early access now, right, when, let's say for example this card, when this card then ends up getting its full card art, you can, if you're in early access, you can keep the sketch art, right? And you'd be one of the few to keep it, to have it, right? Because it's only going to be available to people that have been playing in early access. So then it's kind of like a bit of a collectible thing later on, because you will have the full card art, but you'll also have the original sketch art that was only really available in the early access. So there's a lot of reasons to be playing. Also, we're going to start playing a game very, very soon, guys. Don't worry. There's a couple of other things that I think are really cool. Like, for example, if this card here, it says down here, show wear and sleeve the card. So the two things are kind of different. Obviously, with physical cards, you can sleeve them, put them in like a collection, and then it helps to protect them, right? You can kind of do the same thing in this game, where you can sleeve cards. And I don't know if you saw that animation, it was very quick. But if I tick this box again, you will see almost like a plastic sleeve that comes over the top of it. Look at this here, you ready? There you go. So it's sleeved. Now it's not just like an animation for animation's sake. When we sleeve the card, we then can't accidentally sell it or accidentally trade it. And we haven't even got to the trading yet, because you can actually trade cards in the game with other people. So you can't burn it, exactly. You can't burn the card. You can't dust it, as it's called in the game. So really cool way just to kind of like protect the card. And then the other really cool thing that I love here, and I love this in the game, is that cards actually visibly age. So the more you play with a card, the more that you'll see tears, and you'll see like actual wear and tear around the edges of the card. Now, I've been playing with this card a little bit, so the tearing and the wearing doesn't look too bad, right? But the more I play with this card, it will look like it has been through a monumentous journey where it's been a card that I've been playing with for years. And of course, if you don't want to see your cards like that, you can just untick it and the cards look completely brand new, right? So they look untouched and they'll never receive wear. But if you want your cards to also look like authentic, and it's actually really cool because I played a guy yesterday, a real human player, and I could tell that he had been playing the game for a long time because his cards were so worn. His cards were so worn, I didn't even know that they could get to that type of wearness on the card And I was just fascinated by his cards because I was looking at him thinking, oh my God, like how long has this guy been playing for? Because the cards look so worn. It was really cool. So yeah, I keep them on because I think it's a nice little cool touch there. Yeah, like there's just so many little things. We'll go through more things in the game, but I think we'll just jump into a game now. We want to try and do the troll deck. So let's jump in with my Rope-a-Dope deck. We're going to queue up. It might take a little while or not. We found a human player straight away. Oh my God. That's incredibly quick. We have to press play, by the way. If you don't press play there, you jump out the queue. You didn't know that, Blue Core. Okay, well, there you go. Now when you start playing more with your cards, you'll see the wear start to go on those cards. Wear and card scoreboard is probably the most crazy feature I've seen on any game for too many years. Super cool, right? And we haven't even got to mentioning that you can create your own cards in this game, that you can trade cards in this game. Any card in the game that's not a starter card, you can trade it. Like, actually trade it. We haven't even got to some of this stuff yet. Right. So we don't want a 10 in our opening hand. We don't want a 4, even though this is okay, this card. We'll keep these two. If you're wondering, you always start... In your deck, you have a champion, a card that serves as your champion card. And so that always starts in your opening hand, and you can't mulligan it out. You can't sort of reshuffle it back in. You have to keep it, which is great because we want to keep that card. But you can only mulligan 2 other cards. And so now we are stuck with the Potion of Youth, but do you know what? Do you know what? This is what we want to see. We want this Potion of Youth card. There's a bit... Oh, did we miss that? No. Yes, we did. We missed it. Not a good start. I was taking too long talking. We missed our opening thing. It's okay. It's okay. We will throw this down. It's okay. Yeah, we timed out. It's tricky when you're doing a stream and you're trying to talk and explain things and also play. Sometimes it's tricky because you miss the timer. Yeah, he says moments before the queue pops, right? Actually brilliant that, I mean, we just jumped in with a human player here. One thing you can do, by the way, is I'm going to show you guys. If you go into your settings when you start playing the game, you can choose whether you want to match make against bots and humans, right? Because there's bots that the studio have put into the game just so that you are not waiting crazy. Is it us again? Oh, it is us. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to my opponent. Yeah, so you can choose to actually face bots too, or if you just want to face humans in the duel, you can say I don't want to be facing any bots, and you can just untick it. Also, something else that we haven't mentioned if you're new to the game is that there's no my opponent takes a turn, I have to then wait for my opponent to take a turn, then I take a turn. There's none of that reactionary turn-based mechanic. You're taking turns simultaneously. So I will make my decisions here, and my opponent will make his decisions, and then we'll both play our cards at the same time. So it's really cool. It keeps things moving. We can draw cards also, but it costs energy, our resources to do. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to get this going, that going, that going. This card, by the way, is nasty. This card is nasty if you can wait for essentially the timer to count down. We bring up the card so we can explain it. Like Origin does too, exactly. Exactly. I wonder if we're going to see more card games that start to move towards this like simultaneous turn method, because, you know, to be honest, I've been playing so many TCGs, right? And you kind of get used to that somebody goes first and you go second, and then you kind of have to wait, you know, and sometimes you have to wait a while, right? And it can kind of be a bit boring and it can drag the games out. And so it's actually super refreshing when you play games where all of that is just gone and you just do turns at the same time. Right, we've only got one card in our hand, but this is our troll card that we're trying to play, so hopefully we can get there. we have no other cards on our hand. So what we can do is we pay 2 of our resources from our 6 energy pool here. And every turn, that's increasing, right? It's like your mana or your energy. It increases by 1 every turn. So we can pay 2 out of our energy, and that will draw us a card. Unfortunately, that's not a good card for us because we need to sacrifice an ally to draw 2 cards, and we have no ally to sacrifice. So what we can do is we can spend another 4 now. So it goes up. So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8. The cost to do so increases if you want to keep drawing from your resources. We're going to pay 4. And it just means now that we have 3 cards. We don't really do anything, but it's kind of okay. Let me go back to these cards as well, because I feel like I need to explain what's going on here. Especially if you're new to the game, you will be like, what's happening here, right? Why is there this animation that's going on here? We draw from that. So this this faction that I'm playing as, which is the Coven faction, they have the ability to do rituals. And rituals is like, you play a card and then you basically have to wait like 3 turns really for it to count down. And then when it reaches its kind of 0, then this happens. So you kind of get cards down, you wait a little bit, it then does the ability, and then that card goes to the graveyard. So that's we're kind of playing this where we're doing these spells and these rituals, and we have to wait for the ritual to kind of like materialize. Right. It's a little bit tricky. This is a horrible card. So I want to get rid of this card immediately. So I'm going to use this to kill it. I'm going to draw 2. And then we have the Echo here. Ooh. I'm also going to play this. And I'm going to see if I can target this card. This little message pops up because the card that we just played here, it can target something on the battlefield. Oh my god, yes, look at this. Oh no. Oh, he's countering this. Oh my god, that's rough. Okay, that's really annoying. So if he'd have left that card that we destroyed, if he'd have left that there, we wouldn't have been able to destroy it. What's annoying is that the ability we played to try and destroy this card, he played an ability called Not Today, which basically counters the next ability card an opponent plays. And this is so powerful. And look, you can see his card here has this wear and tear around it. So he's been playing that card quite a bit compared to, say, that card that's like completely brand new. It has no wear whatsoever around it. So he's yeah, he likes that card. Okay. What he's probably going to do here, because we could play this in our defense lane. There's 2 lanes here, defense and attack. We could play into the defense lane, and if he decides to keep this here, we probably kill it. I don't think that he keeps it there. He probably sends it back, because you can move your cards back into what's called the rest zone here. And then that kind of puts your card in a bit of a not completely safe position, but there's like a lot of abilities that don't target the card over in this rest zone. And then there's a lot of cards that only can target in the battlefield. We can also do this, to be fair. Let's do that. We need to draw more cards. What's kind of interesting is that, yeah, see that, look, you see? So this game becomes a lot about just trying to predict what your opponent's going to do and what you're going to do as well. See, look, he predicted there that I was going to have my unit there, my character there, rather than here. And so he was able to destroy it. And we weren't really able to get rid of this, which is kind of frustrating. Right. This is crunch time, though. Because now we have 9 energy. And we have our Potion of Youth here. Right? So we have this card, this troll card that we want to use. However, we don't want to swap. We don't want to play this now, right? Because all we're doing is we're basically giving up like 2 health, essentially. We need to be a lot closer to 1. And he needs to kind of be almost at full health. And then we play that card. So we need to wait. We need to wait. What we can do, we have this card here. If we play it, it drains them for 2 and it goes back into our deck. So we can use it again. I'm going to draw first. We have a board clear here. I'm going to play this. I'm going to get my black cat going. And I'm also going to get this because I'm going to see whether he does actually play that. I need to kind of see if I can at least get rid of that. If he doesn't play that on the field, the battlefield, this part here, then we miss out on killing it again. I don't think he commits it, to be honest. He doesn't. Look, he doesn't commit it. Very smart player we're playing against here. I could have gone for this, but it's kind of fine to take the 2 damage from that. Pretty sure this has a... Look, it's going to miss. You see it missed, right? It missed, so he's just going to hold this back. We do have a card that can deal with it, but we haven't got it in our hand here. This card is actually pretty cool. Poet for the Fallen, because when he played it, he was able to get an ally from his graveyard and put it back in his hand, which is really cool. We have a lot of kind of spells, if you want to call them that. They're called abilities in this game, but if you've been playing other TCGs, you'll probably just refer to them as spells. Most of our graveyard is spells rather than units or characters, as they're called in this game. Creatures. And that's okay, because most of the deck is that. I'm not too bothered about this. I mean, we need him to commit. We'll start chipping away. We'll put this down here. This is much more of like a blocker, because we need this to die. If it dies, he has to discard a card. I'm going to have to draw here. And then we're going to play this to draw 2 cards. Then we're going to do that. And we can sacrifice an ally to draw 2 more cards. Let's do that. So that actually kind of worked out. We're going to draw a lot here now. I want to hear from people in the chat. Are you playing this game? How long have you been playing this game? What's your favorite deck in the game? Tell me all about your experience so far in the game. All right. Right, he's starting to commit a lot now. Yeah, he's committing a lot. So he has all of these kind of creatures, these characters that he can start to play on the board. So if you look at the damage here, there's like 5, 9, 10, technically 13. With these 2 here, that's a lot, right? That's 18 damage that he could do. So in a way, I almost don't mind him just throwing everything down here and just hitting us for 18. Because we kind of need to be closer to 1, right? This is the whole idea with this deck, is that he gets us really close to 1, we switch the health, and then we finish him off. So I could predict that he's going to throw everything here, and then I could wipe the entire board. But I think it's too early for that. So I think I'm just going to draw again. We have another board clear, by the way. I'm going to draw again. And then I'm going to play this card. We'll put 1 blocker there. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird strategy. It's like very counterintuitive, because you think I should stop all this damage, right? But then I'm not. I'm kind of letting this damage come through. Started this week. Just several hours total so far. Played a modified version of Starter Red Gremlin deck. Ooh, yeah, that's... Oh, no. We could be in trouble here. Well, we're going to be close to being in trouble, because that is a lot of damage. That's taking us down to 10. So that is a little bit scary. The Gremlin deck is actually so good, isn't it? Right. So here's what I think we're going to do. We can have a look. We can see his hand here, by the way. We should be looking at his hand, really, shouldn't I? We can see some of the stuff in his hand. Right, here we go. This is kind of risky. I don't think we play this now, because if we play it now, we're at 13 and there's still too much damage on the board. I think what we do is we try and kill everything on the board. Right? So we play this. This here, we're going to leave it on the board and it's going to die. But then it revives immediately. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to play that for sure. And I'm just going to draw. And then we're going to play that. And we just hope that he doesn't play a card that stops my next ability. Because if he does, we're going to be screwed. Okay, so like he's deliberately not committing. He's deliberately not committing everything. Because I think he was expecting that we would clear the board like that. Right? And we did. By the way, we have a 12-12 now. We have a 12-12. 12-12 flying. And he doesn't have a way to block it. So we actually have 15 damage here that we could do immediately to him. I almost don't want to. And we're not going to. We're not going to, which is one of the cool things about this game. Because you both go at the same time. He's now thinking, I probably need to try and figure out a way to deal with these. So maybe he can try and target these, right? If I commit them on the board. He doesn't have a way to block these flying ones. But he could also just try and push for damage, right? And then force me to try and defend. So I think what I'm going to do, and this is actually risky. This is very risky. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to expect that he's just going to push for damage here. I'm not going to commit my stuff. I'm going to try and clear. Expect that this is going to be full, and I'm going to clear that. I'm going to draw again. Kind of the reason I'm drawing and drawing, I might play this actually as well, just for a little bit of a heal. Not that I really want to, because I want to be kind of close to dying so that we can switch the health, but see, look, he does commit it. Look, he commits it. He went for this. We dodged it. It's amazing. Okay. And then he kills that. Yeah. So he's going to try and finish me with direct burn. He has it. Okay. We kill the entire board. This is so troll. This is so troll. We kill the entire board. Right. He's got us down to 10. He's at 27. And so now might actually be the good time to do it. I'm having a look at his hand here. He has Echo in Hate, which I have as well. I have it in my hand here, ready to finish him off. And Echo in Hate does three damage, right? And then when you play it, it goes in your graveyard and then you can play it again. That's what an Echo card does. So you can kind of do 6 damage from that card. He's got that, which I'm not too worried about. Deal 2 damage to target character on battlefield. Right, I think now's the time to do it. We don't commit this yet. It's actually okay to commit this in a way. Because when this dies... Thing is, I want that health, though. I want 27, so I don't want to hit for... take him down less, and then switch to 24. We're going to play that. He's probably going to try and do some more damage with Echo. We're going to play that as well. We're just going to hold these back. Right? This is so troll. I've never actually done this yet, so if this comes off, I want everyone to go mad and start clipping the hell out of it. He's probably going to try and finish me off. We switch. So he now has 10. We have 27. He transforms my card here. Oh, he gets rid of my flying one. That's kind of frustrating. I could. Yeah, I could have, but I decided, to be fair, it wouldn't have mattered, right? Because he just transformed it and then killed it. But I want to try and I wanted to try and finish him off on the next turn. And I was kind of worried that if I throw that onto the battlefield, he could just target it. As it happens, he targeted it anyway, which is kind of frustrating. But we go anyway. We keep going. Can we finish him here? We can't really finish him. can throw that down as a blocker. We're probably going to need to draw. We have Echo, which could do some damage to him, but he's got the ability to keep healing. Oh, he managed to get so many. He managed to get so many units back there. So many characters. That's kind of crazy. I think we probably... It's going to be too late for this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard that card. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to draw. And then we can drain 2 from something on the battlefield. I guess we try and target this. I don't think he commits that though. Oh, what we needed him to be at is we needed us to be closer to 1, right? That's why this is like a bit of a weird, it's a bit of a weird strategy, because him being at 11 is almost not low enough. If he was at like say 5 or like 4 or something, we then have like the ability cards like this just to do direct burn damage and finish him off. But like now we kind of don't, and then we're already close to dying again. So I don't think it's going to work, and he has the ability to kill us as well. Damn, we needed to be closer to 1. We needed to be closer to 1. I wonder if there's like a card that I need to put in the deck that does damage, if there is a card with the factions I'm using. I wonder if there's a card that I can put in that maybe does damage to me, so that if we feel like we're not as close to being dead as we want to be, we can do that, then do the... but the potion's 9, right? That's the only thing. The potion's 9, so it's kind of tricky. It's not so easy to do. I actually think we lose here, to be honest, because we don't have a way to really deal with this board, which is kind of unfortunate. So I think we just straight up lose here. Oh, so close. Yeah, I think we lose. GG. GG. We let him have it. We let him have it. Ah. You can see the idea, though. You can see the idea. We needed to be closer to... We needed to be at, like, this health, for example. Like, less than 5, I think I need to play the potion at. Okay. Okay. We will have another go. I really want to get this done. I really want to, like, play this card and turn the tables and then troll them so hard. Not quite there. Not quite. Have you played many other TCGs before, Tursa? Or is this your first TCG experience? Let's have a quick look as well, actually. Let's have a quick look to see, are there any cards that we could add in that are going to do damage to me? I don't think so with grey and purple. Well, to be fair, look, this card could be quite good because this card does 3 damage to us. So this would, and this card does too. So there are cards that do it. Okay, so we're going to have to look at these then. Probably tried almost all of them, though I rarely stick to games much. What's your favorite TCG you've ever played? In fact, I even played this developer's first game, Infinity Wars, back in 2013. Did you? Yeah, that's Ian Underwood's first, well, not first, I guess, but like the game that he kind of made his name on, right? If anyone doesn't know, Ian Underwood is the lead developer for this game. And me and Tursa were talking in the chat about how Tursa was playing Ian Underwood's game back in the day that was really good at kind of almost, I'd say, pioneering the kind of simultaneous turn mechanic. Eternal, Legends of Runeterra, and the game of Mahjong, which had a short life. Yeah, I love that you played Eternal too. I love that, man. One of the things I actually thought when I started playing this game was I could see a lot of inspiration around the card design from Eternal, because Eternal has this like devotion type of mechanic, doesn't it? Where, you know, if a card is 2 purple, then it kind of limits around your deck building, and like then you see the devotion on the card, or the faction cost or whatever on the card, and then like there's like almost like a little crystal, a little emerald almost actually, that's here. And I remember when I played Eternal, so many of the Eternal cards had that type of same look, and even to an extent some of the font and the graphics and everything, the art, it really gives me those nice Eternal vibes I was talking about before. Right, so we do have cards that can do damage to us, so we need to look at them. So this one, we take 3 damage, and I think we need to put 2 of those in. And then we need to self-damage ourselves more. With this one, we take 4 damage, which I think we also need to consider doing. I also need to check. Yeah, I need to switch here so I can look at not only the cards that I own, but the cards that I don't have. Yeah, look at this. Okay. So it's probably going to be those 2 cards. I think we add this 2 in as well, which means we have to make 4 cards that get cut. I might cut this one because we've already got 2 cleanses, right? And the reason I put this in is because, well, what if we don't draw these 2? We have an extra chance of finding a cleanse. The problem with this one is that it basically telegraphs what you're about to do, because this foretold ability, this foretold keyword, means you can probably see it bottom right. There's a little pop-up that explains what the keywords do, and in the bottom right it says this card is always revealed to your opponent when you draw it. So let's say, for example, we need to board clear, and it's pretty obvious that we're going to need to board clear, right? Because our opponent maybe has so many creatures, so many characters on the board. We basically have nothing on the board, which is pretty much how we play this deck. We don't really play a lot of creatures, right? Or characters. And our opponent has tons, and he's thinking, right, he has to clear my entire board or I basically win the next turn. And if he expects the board clear, then he might think, I'm going to pull my characters back for 1 turn into like the safe rest zone. And then my opponent, so me, the board clear then is ineffective, because then you board clear nothing. There's no board to clear, right? And the problem with this card is that if this is my card to clear, he's going to be able to see it in my hand, and he'll be able to see that I can do that. So I put it in because I didn't really feel like I had other options, but now we've got these options. I think I'm going to cut that. I might cut this down to 1 as well, because this is a nice card to try and finish the opponent off. So if we switch the health, and let's say they're at like less than 5, so that has to be our aim, right? That we get our health down to 5 or less. Then we switch the health, so we give them our health, which is going to be about 5 or less, and then we take their health, which is probably going to be pretty healthy, maybe 20, 25, 30, whatever. Then if they're at 5 or less, and if we have this in our hand, the next turn we can play this card. This card comes on, and charge means that it can attack straight away, and it's flying. Now, flying characters, flying cards can only be blocked by other cards with flying, or with cards that have reach. So it can be like a character that doesn't have the ability to fly, but like it could be like a, for example, a really tall, almost like tree-like Lord of the Rings character, right? That's going to have the reach to grab something up that's flying, right? Or better ability to reach them. So you have flying can only be blocked by those 2 types of cards. But if you play a card that is charged, as in it comes in and it attacks straight away, your opponent has less chance to put something on the board, to think about blocking something that's going to be charging and flying. So most of the time, basically, when you play this card, the opponent's not expecting it and they don't really have a way to deal with it. And so you can just hit face for 5, which means that if they're down to like less than 5 and they don't heal, this can usually finish them off. The other thing that's great about this card is that if it doesn't finish them off, but it hits the opponent, it will erase their highest cost card on the board. Doesn't even matter if they're on the battlefield or not. Let's say that they have pulled back and put into their rest zone a super scary 12-12 flying that we had, right? And they think it's safe in their rest zone, and that is the highest cost card on their board. If we attack with this and we hit face, that thing that they thought was safe is getting removed from the game. It's not going to the graveyard, it's getting removed from the game. Although, to be fair, that card that we had, if you erase it, it technically doesn't get removed. It has a special ability where even if you erase it, it just gets shuffled back into the deck. It's a pain to deal with. But most of the time, if you erase something, it's going to be gone. So this is actually like a really cool card. But we probably don't need 2 of it, because most of the time, I think the plan is to get our health down to 5 or less, switch the health with the Potion of Youth, and then we just use these, we use the burn cards that we have in here, like Echo and Hate, deals damage to the opponent for 3. We've got this one here, Wither, which deals 2 damage, and we heal as well. And then we have, we don't have any more actually than that. Those are our 2 main ones. Game has really good art style and production quality. Looks and feels much better you expect from a very small team. 100% agree. Wouldn't you say as well? Oh, a legend's just arrived. Fierce in the chat. Let's go. Fierce, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to throw it on you right now. Thank you, by the way, for jumping in and stopping by. All is good. All is good, my man. I'm happy to see you here. I am going to tell you right now, you would be mad. And I really mean this. You would be absolutely stark raving mad, given that you love TCGs and that you play World of Warcraft and you're into fantasy type kind of games. You would be mad not to download this game and start playing this game today. You'd be mad. It is on Steam. I would really appreciate it if you used my link here in the chat, just so I can kind of measure how many people click through to Steam. Don't worry, it's nothing bad for you. It's nothing good for me. It's just a way for me just to kind of keep an eye to see how many people use the links that I promote in here to go through to Steam. And then we can, you know, maybe in a month's time, whatever, I can be talking to Wyldernook and I can be saying, hey, how's like the new users going on? And I can say, well, I've been trying to keep track of like how many people have sort of gone through and gone through to the Steam through my links and whatnot. So it's really just a way for me to measure. Anyways, it will take you through to Steam, their Steam page. Download it. Also, I'm giving away 4 legendary cards. In fact, should we do it? Should we do a giveaway now? God, we're like an hour in. Let's do a giveaway now. Let's do a giveaway now, guys. I have 4 legendary cards to give away. I'm going to show you the cards I have. We're going to give away 1 right now, and then I think probably in like another half an hour or so, give or take. You have to be in the chat, of course, so please stick around. Don't leave even after this giveaway, because you might miss out on the next giveaway. And we have 4 really cool cards to give away. I'm going to show you them now. Let me show you them. We have champion cards, right? So the champions are the most powerful cards in the game. And I have Gideon Irons to give away. I also have Ixie the Hasty, which is as far... I think there's only like a handful of 1 cost champions, maybe only even 2 actually, and this is one of them. And this has like battle ready, so you play it and it can attack immediately and hit for 3. This is powerful. This is a pain, because this card in the red deck, which is the Gremlin deck, if you have this card and then you have built the deck well, you can play this, play another unit that also has charge, and then play another unit, and maybe even play another 2. It's a very aggressive deck, this one. So if you're playing Gremlins Red, or if you want to play Gremlins Red and you don't have this card, this is literally your opportunity to get a free Ixie the Hasty. I've also got Curran the Canopy. I like this card. My first deck that I built in this game was a control deck. It was a green and blue control deck, and I played my deck around this win condition. You basically play this card, and if your opponent doesn't remove it within 4 turns, you automatically win the game. That's it. You just automatically win the game if they don't remove this card. Obviously, it's a high cost card, so you've got to make sure you can try and get here quickly. And there's some cards in the game where you can kind of ramp your energy so you can get to these higher cost cards quicker. But yeah, once you play this, and if they don't have a way to remove it or deal with it, you win the game in 4 turns, which is super fun when it comes off. So we have also a Curran the Canopy to give away. And then look at this card. Look at this card. This card is insane. I asked for this card specifically because, 1, I don't own this card. I want to own this card, and I'm close to being able to afford to craft this card myself, right? And when I give this card away, I hopefully will have enough where I can create it for myself. I love this card. Listen to this. First of all, the art is amazing. Look at the art. Look how scary this thing looks. It's towering above all the trees. It's got these mad tentacles coming out of its neck and its face. It's got almost like no face, actually. It's got this weird face. It looks so freaking alien. And the crazy thing about this card is that it cannot take damage and it can't be killed. Can't be damaged, can't be killed. I'm going to say that again for those in the back. Can't be damaged, can't be killed. Right? Can't be damaged, can't be killed. You think, okay, can't be damaged, can't be killed. I'm gonna take control of the card, right? I'm gonna use a spell to take control of it. I'm gonna transform the card into like a frog, which you can do in the game, and then one of my creatures on the board can then kill the 1/1. It's untargetable, so it can't be killed, it can't take damage, and you also can't target the card with any spells. That's it. You get this card down, they have to try and answer it on the board, on the battlefield. If they don't, this will win you the game. Board clears don't work on this. Board clears don't work on this. You can't erase this card. You can't target this card. Actually, you can erase the card. You can erase the card, but you would have to use a erase all cards in play. And that's an expensive card. There's a 10 cost, which it's like a board wipe, but it's like erase, so remove from the game. And it's really expensive to do. So you'd need to use something like that, where it just blankets the entire board and hope that this is on the battlefield when you do that. Otherwise, this is just a menace, right? This is a menace. And also the other cool thing, of course, is that it costs 13. The kind of the cap, so the amount of energy that you can go up to in the game is 10. So you start at 3 energy each game, and then every turn you get an extra energy, right? So the next turn you then have 4, the next turn after that you have 5. But if you have a card that's 13, you obviously need to reach it, and like purple, the Coven faction, they don't really have ways to boost their resources. They don't have lots of ways to do it. So when you play with this card, you basically, if you start the game and this card is your champion, it means that your resource cap will go up by 3, so that you are able then to afford to play it. So anyways, I'm so excited about this card. We're going to give this card away last, right? We're going to build up to this card. We have like another hour or so, actually. Wow, it's crazy. It's going super quick. So we're going to give this card away right towards the end, okay? We're going to start off, might as well start off by giving away Ixie the Hasty. Seriously, how do you target this in game? I'll show you how you target it in game, Tursa, right? You target it in game by going top right. There'll be a little button here that says concede, and you just go ahead and you press concede, and you save yourself a whole world of pain and shame and anger and frustration. What an amazing card, though. So, we're going to give away the Ixie. This is the first card we're going to give away. And whoever wins it here on the stream, it's a good opportunity for me to then show you the trading mechanic in the game, where I will then send you the card in-game by sending you a trade invite, and then I will just simply send you the card, and that card is yours. It's part of your collection. So we're going to do that live on stream, so you can see how the trading works in the game too. So, to get this started, right, I'm going to drop this in the chat. If you're watching, by the way, over on Wyldernook's YouTube or Twitch, then just hop over to my Twitch right now, because you're going to need to type or write in the chat like a little word, and then that will basically enter you into the giveaway. I'm going to type in first giveaway. Okay, there's the instructions, guys. There's the instructions in the chat. We're going to switch very quickly over to the good old marbles game, right? And we're going to play a marbles race, and typing in !play will basically add your marble into the race, okay? We're going to play the... Where is it? I saw it earlier. This one here. Gurg Splashtastic Sea Venture, okay? We're going to play this one. I'm going to get this set up. So if you want to win, I'm going to say it again. If you want to win Ixie the Hasty, this is a legendary card, one of the rarest types of cards in the game. These cost 1,200 dust to create. You can craft them yourself, but 1,200 dust is a lot of dust to get to. So why bother trying to get 1,200 dust when all you need to do is type !play in the chat, and that will get you set in. Do it now. Sorry, do it now. Now the game is ready. Sorry, I know some of you guys already pressed it. Do it now. I should have had that set up. So you have do it now, and you'll be in. Here we go. There we go. So Tursa, you're in. Caleb, you're in. Blue Core, you're in. Your marbles are there. We can even see them. They're already there. Right. Blue Core's got a head start, by the way. What's Blue Core up to here with the head start? You cheater. Yes, enter !play. I would like us to have more than 3 for sure. No fears. Enter. Please do. Enter. Enter. Just type !play. That's what you need to do, and then you're in. That's it. It's as easy as that. Oh, look at this thing over here. Hello. I never noticed this thing was even here before. Very cool. I have to come back to this this water park again at some point. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we get a 5th entry? I'd love us to have a 5th entry here. If you are watching, all you need to do is type !play into my chat over on Twitch, and then you're in. That's what you need to do. You're in with a chance to win Ixie the Hasty. We need more. We need more entries. We need more guys in here. Go tell your friends, your dogs, your cats, your mum, your nan, your granddad, anyone you can get your hands on. Say, did you know right now you've got literally a very small opportunity, small window of opportunity, granddad, mum, to win a card. And I want you to win that card, because if I don't win it, you can trade me the card. Go and get people in here right now. We need one more. I'd like to have 5. I think 5's a nice round number. And then we'll kick start it. All we need is one more. And then we're in. Did I reset it? Are you kidding? Oh, guys, did I reset it by switching? I think I did, you know. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Type it in one more time. I'm not gonna switch screens. Sorry. Sorry. That's on me. Hands up on that one. That's on me. That's on me. Where are your names? Why can't I see your names anymore? Where is everybody? Did it reset? Okay. Where's everybody? It says no, there's no subs here. I don't see your names anymore, guys. Do I need to reset it? I don't know what's going on here. Should we start it? And then if we see that nobody's in, we'll just restart it. I think that's the best thing to do. We've got some entries. I wanted 5 at least, but we've got 4. Let's start and we'll see whether you guys are in. I don't think you guys are in. I think it reset it, no? We'll have a little look. Don't worry. If we miss it now, it's okay. We'll just redo it. No, you guys are in. You guys are in. You guys are actually in. I wish I had the names here. How do I get the names? Oh, hello. Oh, wow, it's all going on. Hold on. I'd like to... I don't know why your names are gone. Sorry, we're going to follow these. I don't know who's who. It's real mystery round. AF Gaming, you just missed out. You just missed out. I don't know where the others are. Where's the... I'm pressing... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've got the names. I've got the names. Right. Names are up. Fierce, Blue Core. Where's the other guys? Caleb's up there. I'll have a slow-mo option here as well. AF Gaming, you just missed it. But don't worry, there's going to be another giveaway very shortly. Fierce and Blue Core look like they're leading the way right now. I have a slow-mo. Look, we have a slow-mo option. Blue Core's leading the way, but he has to get through here first. Fierce is coming up on him really quickly, though. Where's the other guys? Caleb, you're miles away. Caleb's miles away. What's happened to Tersa? Where's Tersa gone? All right, hold on. Where's Tersa? I took it off slow-mo again. You guys are slow right here because you have a bit of like an upstream happening. So you can see like you're battling against the stream. Caleb's there. What happened to Tersa? Where's he gone? I don't see Tersa anywhere. Did he fall off? Where's he gone? I don't know what's happened to... Look, Caleb's stuck. Caleb's actually stuck. He can't get up. Oh my god. Caleb is stuck. I don't know where Tersa's gone. I think... Has Tersa gone off? Tersa won. What? So, I obviously didn't see Tersa because there were so many different routes. But where's his ball? Is that his ball? Where's his ball? What? That's crazy. So I was thinking to myself, shit, man, what's happened to Tersa? Where's he freaking gone? He just disappeared, but he had some secret way. What was going on? That was the wildest marble race I think I've ever seen. Well, congratulations, Tersa. You just won yourself the ICSI card. Let's have a look at all the results here. Blue Core, you came second. Good effort. Fierce, you came third. And Caleb... Caleb was just enjoying the slide so much, he thought, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother going down the slide. I'm just going to keep going up the slide because I think it's so fun to keep going up and sliding back down again. Caleb didn't even finish. I didn't even think that was a thing on that level. That's hilarious. Yeah, and that's actually worked out really well, right? Because Tersa was saying in the chat earlier that he started this week and he has started, the starter deck that he's been playing with is the red deck, the Gremlin deck, which this is for. So, Tersa, I'm now going to ask you to do the honors, please. Can you give me your in-game name? And can you make sure that you are actually in the game as well? Because I want to send the card to you now. And I want to be able to show people on the stream how the trading works. Good man, good man. All right. So Tersa's given me his name. I'm going to add it in right now. Is it Ursa or Tersa? It looks like it's Ursa, right? There's deliberately no T. Is that correct? Yeah? I'm going to go with it. 5329. Is Ursa your actual name? Ursa's a cool name, by the way. Ursa's a cool name. I've seen you chatting in the global chat. Because, guys, you might not know this, but there's a global chat down here. So you can always just, like, jump in, chat to other players in the game. You can chat to the devs as well in-game, which I think is really cool. And every now and then, I just kind of, like, look at the chat and I try and scroll through to sort of see what people are talking about. And I actually saw Ursa's name popping up. I think, were you talking about a ticket or something today with Nami? Anyway, I saw your name, and I'm not kidding. When I saw your name, I thought, oh, Ursa, that's actually kind of a cool name. And there you go. Here you are. It's you. Amazing. Right. Friend request sent. Please do me the honors of accepting that. Don't block me now. Block me after block me after you've got the card. And then once we are friends, I can then send you the card. I can send you the trade invite. Let me know when you have accepted. I don't know whether it updates automatically or if I have to refresh or anything. I'm hoping it just updates. You didn't receive it? Okay, hold on. Let's have a little look at. Oh, do you know what? Do I need to put the... Maybe I need to put that in as well. Maybe I need to put the hashtag in. Let's try that again. And it's case sensitive as well. Yeah, I think I need to do it. Yeah. Wyldernook's in here. Thank you, Wyldernook. Yeah. We need to put that in, which I missed before. Let's do that now. 5, 3, 2, 9. Right, Ursa, this should be yours now. Thank you. So, guys, Wyldernook are in the chat. There you go. Look at that. How cool is that? As quick as that. So he's here. There he is. Hello, chat, he says. Right, and so what you do now, this is the really cool thing about playing Wyldernook, right? Is that, let's say you've been playing for a month or so, a couple of weeks, and you've already got cards, and you've got some cards that you don't really play with or you don't really use, and then your friend starts to play. Once your friend's right in the game, you can then send cards to each other, and it's super easy to do. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click here, the little cogwheel, and I'm going to say invite to trade, right? And we're going to request a trade with Ursa, right? So he's going to accept it. He's famous right now. Ursa, you're famous, yeah. You're live. And then this little screen pops up, right, which is super cool. And so Ursa can can propose a trade of what he wants to send me. I can say what I want to send to Ursa. And then once we're happy with it, we just accept. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for Ixie. And I might need to... let's have a little look here. Where can I... my collection... Where can I find my card that I want to give away? I might need some guidance here. This is... Oh, here we go. This is me. No, yeah, this is me, sorry. There we go, I got it. Yeah, initially I thought, hold on a minute, that's not my collection. I have loads more cards than that. I was looking at his cards. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to find my Ixie. Can I find... Oh, it is sleeved. Yeah, you're right. It's sleeved. It's sleeved. I'm being silly. It's sleeved. Hold on a minute. I'll send you another one. Very important to remember. If you want to send something, don't sleeve it. I had it sleeved. There you go. It's unsleeved now. Right. Thank you. Let's try this again. Invite to trade. Trade. Yeah. At least we're going through and sort of going through all the steps, right? Okay. There he is. There he is, right? He's there now. Again, if you sleeve a card, it means that, like, you can't accidentally send it. So, we have Ixie. We want to send this across. We're going to do that. We don't need to have anything from Ursa. And we're just going to go accept. So, we get nothing. We send Ixie. Confirm the trades. Yes, I'm sure I want to send Ixie. Congratulations once again to Ursa for winning the first giveaway. Guys, don't forget, we're going to do plenty more giveaways very shortly. We'll squeeze another a couple of games in. Then we'll do another giveaway. But for now, there you go. That's it. It's done. He now has the card. So congratulations again. And we'll give away some more cards very shortly. Also, shamefully accepting the gift. Nah, you're very welcome. You earned it. Yeah, somehow you earned it. I don't think anybody here in the chat can tell us how you earned it because we didn't see it. We didn't see your ball. Your ball must have found some back way, some secret way to get to the finish line there. But hey, the game's not lying. You won fair and square, so well done. And I'm really happy as well, actually, that you've already been playing with Gremlins, and now you have basically the best champion, the champion that you want to have in a Gremlin deck, right? That one there, so that your early aggressive start can be even better now with Ixie. So amazing stuff. Let's play more. We can't play Match Core at the moment because it's outside the time it opens. So we're going to go back in with our Rope-a-Dope. I'm still very keen to see if we can get this to work, our Rope-a-Dope. Oh, but we have to change the deck because the deck is illegal right now. There's something, we're missing something, or we have too many cards. I think we have too many cards. We do, yeah. We have too many cards in the deck still. So where do we make the cut? I'm thinking about cutting Chosen for Sacrifice here, or kill a character on the battlefield, because they both do the same thing. They both kill a character on the battlefield, but this one advances our ritual. So in a way, it's kind of like, it makes more sense to keep hold of this, right? Because then it works with the rest of the other cards. But it's one more. But it might be worth just keeping hold of it. Also, something I haven't mentioned here is that you can see here that we have this card and it says show early access art, right? If I untick this, we actually have the art for this card, which looks cool, right? Look how cool this looks. So you kind of go from this like sketch. So this is the sketch, right? How it looked in an early sketch form. And this is the finished art for the card, which I think looks great. And we're actually going to untick it. So some cards will have this show early access art. If you've actually been in early access and you've got the art before the finalized finished card art is then released, you can kind of switch between the two. Looks really cool though, no? I love it. Sometimes I actually forget to untick some of the cards because I'm, you know, like I'm so used to just playing with that card. I'm like, oh yeah, but it's actually, that looks amazing. So I think we probably keep that, and I guess we get rid of this, which kind of seems a bit like wild, but the main thing is that we need to be able to cycle through and draw, and then every now and then we do just need to kill. I don't think we need two of that. Hopefully not. Now we have a deck that works. It looks a bit weird because we have more 4s than we have 3s, so the curve's a bit strange, really. But this advances our rituals, you know, so, and that could help us maybe to kind of get draw cards, more health. Card art looks amazing too, so okay, we'll try it. And then like if it looks like it's not really working, as in we need like a removal option more at 3 than we do at 4, then we just take those 2 out. We put the 3 cost removal in, and then it then means that, you know what? I'm doing it now. I'm doing it the other way. The reason because I'm like, it's already in my mind now of like, nah, it should be more like more 3s, so that then we have more flexibility to maybe go 3 into 1 or a 3 into 2 for the 5. But if we go a 4, we don't, our option then is possibly just doing one thing on 4 when we have 4 energy. Whereas if we have the removal, we can still play something here and then that. So it kind of messes up what we can do. So I'm going to do it the other way. I always find that like when you're thinking about your deck, if you make a decision and then you're still thinking about that decision after you've done it, it's probably not the right decision. And that's what was happening there. So we're going to go back and find it. Taken in the night. So then that goes there. So we have like a better curve. We can even just use that on the first turn if we need to, but probably not. If we need to remove something on the first turn, we hope that we get things like that, where we can deal like damage and play a unit. Or we can, for example, get the lightning blast where we can deal 2 damage, but We almost want to try and save this one for like a really nasty unit that's just we can't remove from the board easily from those smaller removals. Yeah, okay, let's do that then. Let's do that, finish, and let's jump in. Rope-a-dope, let's go. I really just want to see whether we can actually get this off, where we play the Potion of Youth, and we completely turn the tables on the opponent. Right. By the way, if anybody actually wants to add me in the game, then you can see that that's my name, of course, Dafaqtor, and then that's the code as well. So you would have to add it as Dafaqtor, then the hashtag, and then 1682. Feel free to add me, because if you ever want to play games and you can't find somebody online like queuing quickly, I'm usually online, so you can always just ping me a message and say, hey, do you want to play some games? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. Fish, you're already in the game. Love it. Love it. Love that you downloaded it and you started to play it already. Once you beat all the factions, which doesn't take long to beat all the factions, by the way, because you have to beat the faction decks to kind of unlock their cards. Once you do that, you'll have access to like close to about 300 cards then. Right, what do I want to do here? We don't want Taken in the Night. This is good. I think I want to keep this though. I almost want a better 2. Remember, we can't redraw more than 2. So we have to keep something here. We'll keep this because if we play it, it goes straight back in our deck, which is great. So if we have to use that, we will. Yeah, look. Okay. So we're going to just use that. It goes back into our deck afterwards. Fierce is in here as well now. It's all kicking off. I can see Fierce. Perfect. He's here. Mic check 1, 2. Love it. Thank you, Fierce. If you need some cards, by the way, and you start playing and you think, oh man, I wish I had that card, let me know what they are. I'll have a little look in my collection, and if I'm not using them or I don't plan to use them, I'll just trade them to you, right? I'll send them across to you, and then you can start using them. You know what we've done when we were playing Parallel? It's like, I'm not using these cards, you have them, so that because they're just gathering dust, you know, in my collection. And I'd much rather that they get used. Right, he's got the 1/1 and the 2/1 Pixie. The Peking Pixie here. We can kill that if he commits it to the battlefield. I think I want to play Yera the Mad. And then we can maybe try and draw and drain that if he commits it. Let's do that. One of the things I think is really interesting in this game is you've got to almost try and balance how much you commit to the board, right? So that your hand doesn't get too thin that you then start to run out of options. And oh no, he's got Bestowed Destiny on it. Oh wow, what a play. So Bestowed Destiny is actually one of my favorite cards. It's a new card. The music's great, isn't it? The music is brilliant. The soundtrack in the game, I love it. I love it so much. Right, I love it so much. I'm actually going to admit something live on stream. I found myself just having the game up, right, on the main menu, and then just pottering around the house doing lots of other things. And I've got the soundtrack, I've got the game running, and I've got my headphones on, and I'm just listening to the soundtrack in the background. Not even playing the game, just maybe doing some cooking or cleaning or whatever, just house chores, and I've got Wyldernook's main theme playing in my ear. It does have it's got like that nice warm fuzzy feeling, which I can't believe I said, but it does have that, right? That's what I like about the game, is that like when I play it, it's a very chilled, relaxed game, and it puts you in I love it. It puts me in a nice happy spot playing it. Oh man, how do we deal with this? Ugh. Kind of really awkward. Oh, this is going to help a lot. It's not going to help a ton though. But it's going to do something. The problem with this card that he put on is that when we remove this unit, the ability turns into a relic, and then when they play another character, that relic goes on that character. So unless you run relic removal, you basically can't get rid of this bestow destiny. That's why I think it's so strong. It's really strong. So we don't really have a way to... All we can do at the moment is just try and block it. Keep looking here at Fierce. It's great. I love that you just jumped in there. We probably have to do it where we just kill it. Well, we don't really. The problem is that we kill this. He's then going to have an 8/8 with Overwhelm. That's much scarier. I think what we do is we drain that. We throw that down. We draw. And then we drain again. I think we just do that. I don't want to commit her because even though we don't actually have any rituals, it'd be nice if we could keep hold of her so that when we... Oh, no. He correctly... Oh, man, that's rough. Okay. This is such a strong start from him. We are going to have to commit her. In fact, we need to kill this unit. We need to kill this character. Then we just need to block with that. Oh, it's not ideal. We need to draw a ton here. Okay, that's great. The problem with that is that we now can't play it and remove. So we have to remove and then just block. We're going to have to draw a... Oh, what have I done there? Oh, don't do that. Don't make that same mistake I did. Well, I just drew when I needed to play that to kill this here. Oh dear. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. We're at 4. Unless we get like... Unless we get... we would need to draw our removal. Like our board clear. Because what I should have done is I should have played this. I should have played that. Oh no! Nah, it's over. Oh, we drew it! We drew it one turn too late as well. That was it there. Oh, wow. GG to this guy. I made a mistake there. Don't do that. Champion is gone when it's gone, right? It's basically a single character. Yes and no. There are some cards which can bring it back. There are some cards which can bring it back. He had a really... His curve was incredible. Well, really strong curve. Like, he basically drew everything he needed to there. Like, in perfect order. So that would have been very tough either way. Yeah, he said GG back. Oh, that was rough. Okay, we go again. We go again. We're undeterred. We're going to keep going. Hopefully we can find this solution. This situation where we can play the youth potion. Yeah, just oh, we're queuing again. We might already have matched to the same guy there. Let's have a little look. Yeah, we matched to the same guy. All right. This is, so we know what he's running. We know his game plan. So we don't have relic removal. I think there's only relic removal in for the fairies. I only remember seeing relic removal in the fairies. They have a 2-cost remove relic or destroy relic card. Because he's playing this kind of like this deck, they can scale quite quickly. This might be useful. We'll play that as well. Let's get rid of these two. Okay, that's much better. Okay, that's better because we know he's going to most likely have a bit of a strong start. So This can't block. We should play this after he's committed stuff to the board. Let's just get this going. This card is one of those cards I was talking about earlier where it has a ritual mechanic. Oh, I love this card. This card's so cool. This card's really cool. This card here is called Wandering Caretaker. And it has this ability called Scout, right? So this Scout ability triggers this here when they deal damage, right? So whenever you deal damage and you have a Scout ability to an opponent, then it triggers the effect, right? So if this card hits us, then this card, which is a 2-cost 1/1, transforms into a 4/5 with Overwhelm, and the Overwhelm, basically the excess damage, will go and hit you in the face, right? So if you have a creature in front of you and it's only got, like, say 2 health, then the other 2 damage that you would do is going to go push through to the face there. It's really cool. We have to get rid of this because I don't want him creating a 4/5. So we're going to use the Wicked Witch here. Now it comes up with this to say it's not a legal target because it's not on the battlefield yet. But this is where the game gets really interesting because you almost try and predict what you think is going to happen. So that's okay. Oh, we should have... I was talking, so we should have actually drew as well there.
Can you take the heat?
What happened? Oh, okay. Oh, God. I think they had initiative, so... it was going to attack first anyway. Oh, damn. That was a shame. Yeah, okay. Ooh, okay, we just have to remove it. We have to remove it. And then we draw. Okay. And then we throw this down. Yeah, there's a thing called initiative, which it's really easy to forget about. Where if you have initiative, then your things trigger first in the turn. Oh, dear. He's got that Bestow Destiny again. Oh dear. I think we die again straight away. I don't see how we come back from this here. He has a 6/2, a 5/5 with the Bestow Destiny on it. It's just not happening, is it? No way happening. Is it common to get annihilated during the campaign? Yes, it is. It's very common. It happens a lot. Look, he played this Inspired Artist card, which puts +2 on another unit, another character. We're just straight up dead. Straight up dead. I mean, we'll keep going. We'll just draw and draw, but like he can play this now and this, and it's like, oh, we're not straight up dead technically because. Like, all we need to find, in a way, is the board clear, but... Again, if we don't find... See, look, we haven't found it at all. Oh, man. That's so good, that deck that he's running there. I mean, we can at least deal with this. That's something. So we're not dead still? We're really close to, though. We'd have to draw... and then just hope that he's very close to being able to put this on, and then this just finishes us off, right? Oh, we didn't find our clear. Look, we haven't found our... Oh, man. We're down to 4. So basically, we haven't found the board wipe. And we can draw to see if we find it. If we don't find this board wipe now, we're 100% dead. So it all comes down to spending 2 to find then the 6-cost board wipe. And even then, I think we're still in trouble. And we don't find it. Where was it? It was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. All right.
Face me, coward.
We're going to switch to another deck as well, by the way. I really wanted to see if I could get this going, where we could get to the point when we play that potion, we switch the health. We nearly did on the first game. We nearly did. But it's really difficult to do. It's really tricky. And he has a good deck there. It's not great for us because we're like a slow burner deck. And his deck is like super geared where he plays a lot of things early that then get buffed quickly. And so you're then, if you can't remove them, and even if you do, they pass the buffs over. So that's tricky. That's tricky. Let's play with my aggro deck, my burn aggro deck. This is a very different type of deck. You're going to see it as well, how different it plays out. So we'll play this now. And we'll just see if we can run through somebody. But yeah, I'm kind of gutted because I really wanted to play that Potion of Youth to kind of see... oh, is it the same guy? It might be the same guy here. I mean, if it is, then it is, right? Okay. It is. Well, we get a chance for revenge in a different way this time. Okay. Right, very different deck, this one. So keep an eye out. We're gonna be rushing out the blocks here. This isn't bad because it means we can throw two things down. This will kill anything it hits. And then next turn we can then play that. Okay, and then there's some burn. Perfect. Okay. So we go that and that. So this is the 1/1, the spicy scorch cap, where anything this does damage to is going to kill. So it's like a lethal, it's like a poisonous type of gremlin, you know? Doesn't matter if the thing is like a 10/10, if it deals damage to it, it will kill it. And then this thing here is like 3 attack, and it has charge, so immediately it's going to be able to attack and hit face for 3. So yeah, it's annoying, that card, right? Because it can disrupt how what cards you want to play if you know that's still on the field. He's probably gonna, I'm sure he's probably gonna try and block. I'm not too bothered about him there for now. I probably should be, you know, because if he puts the Bestow Destiny on that, it's gonna be, we're gonna be in a world of pain. So it feels like we're in a race here to just get them down to 0. Let's play the Salad Squire, which is also going to come in. It's going to hit face, right? Because it's got charge, or it's going to try to hit face unless he blocks it. And the thing with this is that it's always going to try to move to the front of the attack zone. So what will happen is that when we play this, it will go there and attack. So if he decides to block, we're going to lose our Salad Squire. But hey-ho. I think he maybe just got... Yeah, I think he just goes face, right? I think he plays with quite an aggressive style with this deck. So I feel like the deck he's playing is like not... You don't go defensive. You just trust that like your deck is going to be able to outvalue the other one. So it literally is a race here, guys. So we just throw the... this card here is my champion. And so with this card, I love this card. This card is amazing. We play this card and... most of the time, we don't really want to commit this card onto the battlefield because we don't want to give our opponent chances to remove this card with abilities that can target a card on the battlefield. If we leave this in our rest zone, it's a lot harder for them to deal with. And the reason we don't want to really unnecessarily risk it is because every turn, at the end of every turn, this gives us an ability, a 1-cost ability that scales in damage after each turn. So it starts off as 1, then it goes to 2, then it goes to 4. It's like crazy. Let's play this though. And we can just do so much damage to them from like a 1-cost spell. Wait, you can mix colors? Yes, you can. You can. Oh, he's going to block it. So, yeah. So you see here, Caleb, you know on the left, right? you see on the left of a card, it's got these two colors, right? On the card. That is the devotion cost. So if I want to put this card in a grey deck, then I need to have 2 greys in the same slots, right? When you're building a deck there. I'll show you in a second. I think you'll understand. And so like it kind of limits in a good way what you can build and what you can't build. But yeah, so if I put this in my deck, then it means that I have 1 more slot available and I can then put whatever color I want in there, or I can make it a grey one as well. So yeah, it's really interesting the combos you can do. He's down to 15. What does this have? Does this have... I didn't see what happened there. I need to track it. Oh, so he did. Look, he put the Bestow Destiny on this here. So because he put the Bestow Destiny, if we kill this, it gets passed to that. We need to go for it here. We need to go for it. We need to go for it hard. Let's do that as well. God, sorry, that was really quick. You guys maybe didn't understand what was going on there. We have a card here called Humility, which allows us to remove all text from a card. So, yeah, I had a feeling he might remove that. That's okay, because Humility will still target that even if it's in the rest zone. Yeah, so we had to deal with that.
Will not win.
Oh, he's got this card here with charge. Yeah, he's absolutely going for it, like we are. I was doing the same thing. I had a deck that was doing the same thing, that was putting Bestow Destiny on this here for charge. Right. So, who's got initiative? He's down to 2. So we basically kill him. We need to block. We don't need to commit him. We just need to block Sugar. We do. Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward because this will kill him, but we want to make sure we don't get down to 0 as well, because then it goes to sudden death. Does he... Where's he going to put this one? Let's do that. Let's play that. We need to play that too. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. That was a kind of a bit rushed. I'm trying to figure out where he's going to play this 7-7, because he can move this 7-7. He's going to kill that as well, which is kind of annoying. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That was fine, because now we win. We took him to 0. Boom. Boom. That was tricky. We had to figure out... Yeah. Finally, death to Shion there. Okay. This is really cool. That was really cool. I wanted to show you this here. Okay. One of the coolest things about this game, in terms of how you can get cards, right? There's so many different ways that you can get cards in this game. And one of the coolest ways you can get cards is that if you just play your battles against the computer or against human players, right? Every now and then there's like a roll drop that has to happen. Like a roll has to happen on like a loot drop. And if you successfully, it's all happening in the background, but if you successfully pass like the roll for the loot drop, then what it means is like you then get some loot. And so we were actually able to find some loot, and that loot was this card here, the Traitorous Servant, which is a rare card. So it's one of the blue quality cards. I don't have it, and I've wanted to have this card. So we've actually now got it, which is, how cool is that? We earn this dust as well, and this dust is the currency that you use to basically make cards. So you can craft any card you want in the game. So I'll show you my dust in a second, but the fact that we just earned this card for free just from playing the game is incredible. Incredible. Also, what does colored cards versus black and white mean? So basically the card art hasn't been finished to the full illustration stage, because the game is in an early access game stage. So basically all the cards are playable. Some cards have the full art on them, while other cards don't, but the full card art is coming each month, right, on the cards that are missing it. And if you get in on the early access, which you now are, Fierce, what it means is that, say, for example, this card here, when they finally release the card art, the full illustrated card art, because this is just the sketch form for the card, when they finally release it, you will be able to keep both the sketch form and then the full illustration form. So then you'll have like almost a collector's item of the sketch. The sketch. In fact, I'll show you because we just had it. I'm going to show you a good example. This one here. This one here. So you can see here it says show early access art, right? So I had this card as an early access sketch art before they released the full proper art to it. So now what I can do is I can switch between the final art for the card, or I can have it as the sketch art. So that was the original sketch, which I now have, which is great. And anyone else that was in early access before they released the final art will also have access to this. But if not, then you're just going to have the final art form. And it's just so cool. So cool. Oh, you're off? Tursa, see you later, my man. See you. Are you going? We're doing a giveaway now because we've only got about half an hour left. Are you sure you're going now? We have... I know you just won a giveaway. We need to do another giveaway where we're going to do 2 more cards to give away. And then we'll do a giveaway right at the end. You need to. No problem. No problem at all. Thank you so much, Tursa, for turning up, for tuning in. I hope you had fun. I hope we get to see you again soon. Every Tuesday, at the same time, I will be streaming this game. So feel free to tune in every Tuesday. And then you'll be able to check out the Wyldernook more. But we're going to do another giveaway, guys. And we're going to give away 2 more legendary cards. So the 2 legendary cards that I'm going to give away now, hold your breath for this one, are Gideon Irons. Gideon Irons is the next legendary card we're giving away. Let's make sure that I unsleeve it as well, so I don't make the mistake of trying to give this card away and being like, where's the card? I was sleeving it and protecting it. Gideon Irons is the next card we're going to give away. A 4 cost. Whenever a card causes an opponent to draw, I deal 2 damage to them. Very cool. You can burn your opponent more and punish them for draw. Really good card. The next card we're also going to give away is Curran. Curran the Canopy. A massive behemoth 14 cost Curran the Canopy. Skip combat this turn when you play, so nobody can attack, but then in 4 turns, if I am still alive, you win the game. End of turn, I return from the graveyard to your hand, so if they end up killing it, right, before the 4 turns, it will come back in your hand and you can have another go of trying to get it to the win con. It's such a cool card. And I really can't wait for the final art on this card as well. First time in the chat, it's Kelly. Oh no, an ad. I wanted to know about the giveaway. We're doing the giveaway right now. Right now. You have a chance to win Curran the Canopy. And we're also going to give away Gideon Irons here. So, we're going to do the giveaway right now. Hold on. We need to go back to here. We need to... We might as well... Do we do the same level? Let's mix it up, right? Let's do a different level, actually. Let's do a different one. That was fun. There was a lot to track on that one. Let's do... some of these levels I don't even know. Mountain Pass looks kind of fun. Yeah, yeah, you didn't like that level for obvious reasons. Portal Purgatory sounds like a bit of a nightmare too. There's Splashy Attack, but I think we do so. Taking Flight. What's that about? Let's do Taking Flight. Okay, let's see how that pans out. Right. Okay. So, if you want to enter this giveaway, it's going to be the same thing as before. All you need to do is type !play exclamation mark play into the chat. If you are over watching the stream on Wyldernook's official channels, then you just need to pop over to my channel right now. Twitch, my channel, Dafaqtor, over on Twitch. You've got about a minute or so, couple of minutes. Just jump over, jump into the chat, type exclamation mark play, and you'll then be entered into this race to win one of 2 legendary cards. Fierce is in as well. Good man, good man. Right, how many have we got? We got 4. Let's see if we can get 5. So, where's he gone? Where's he gone? We had a guy in here who was asking about how do we, as the enter? I don't see his, there he is, Skelly, S. Kelly. Yeah, Skelly, S. Kelly. Type exclamation mark play into the chat and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Because I know you were asking about the giveaway. And then we can get it started. And anybody else that wants to enter, you can. It's completely free to enter. You just simply need to type exclamation mark play into the chat. And then you'll be entered. You'll be in. It's as easy as that. And then once you win the cards, I will send them to you in the game. And you'll have them pretty much instantly to start playing with. We must have somebody else that's going to enter. Don't make me beg, guys. Come on, let's get 5 at least. We had 4 before. Let's get 5 at least. Let's have 5 brave competitors that want to. You don't need to race. That's it. You don't need to do anything. The game does it all for you. This one here, this level I've never played before. You just need to type exclamation mark play, and then you're in. It's as easy as that. We have 4. Can we get 5? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. I feel like I'm at an auction here. I feel like I'm at an auction trying to sell the Holy Grail, and it is literally the Holy Grail. And I'm giving everyone an opportunity to get in on the Holy Grail. You don't want to miss the Holy Grail. I know. I want Skelly in. Skelly, can you enter? Type exclamation mark play into the chat and you'll enter this giveaway. That's what we need to do. What you see on the screen, exclamation mark play, just type it in and you'll be entered into the giveaway. That's it. That's what we need to do. Let's go. Let's go. We got cards to give away here. Cards to give away. People to make happy. Skelly, you there? Can you type exclamation mark play into the chat? Or can your cat do it? If you're can your cat or dog do it? Can they just use their nostril, their snout? Skelly, we're gonna start. We have to start. We can't really delay too much, my man. Are you in or are you out? Because I've got to go. We've got stuff to do. We've got this giveaway and then we have more giveaways to do. And I also want to squeeze some more games in. So going once, going twice. Last chance. Last chance to enter for anybody that wants to enter. Exclamation mark play. Okay, we're starting. We're starting. Guys, good luck. 7, 6, 5. We have to try and keep track of this as well. Right. Good luck, guys. Tursa did enter, by the way. I thought Tursa wasn't going to enter. He entered. I'm sorry, everything is so glitchy. What is glitchy? The stream or, like, your computer is glitching up? What's happening? It should be the stream. Don't worry, if you stick about, Kelly, or Skelly, I'm going to say Skelly, if you stick about, we're in like another 10 minutes, we're going to do another giveaway. So even though you just missed this one, like, don't worry, we have the best, probably the best card coming up. I say it's the best card because I love it. I think it's amazing. So you have a chance to win that one, don't worry. Tursa's ahead by a mile here. Tursa can win again. Caleb might have something to do with it though. Look how far, oh, I thought it just fell off there, he hasn't. Okay. I'm going to try and keep track of everyone. Caleb's coming up quickly though. Alright, you're on the runway. Where's the finish line? I don't know. Oh, he's there. Caleb's in the lead. Okay, but who's going to get smashed by one of these little lorry trucks here? Oh, it's really tight. Who's that? Caleb whizzing through. Where's the finish line? Oh my God. Fierce. Okay, I have to track this. This is crazy. Oh, the finish is over there? Oh, wow. Okay. I need to catch up with this, don't I? I'm doing my best, guys. Don't worry. I'm doing my best to catch up. Caleb's just stormed into the lead. Fierce was in front. Caleb's regained the lead again. Is he going to get it? What happened to Tursa? Tursa's trailing at the back now. Oh, this is close, but I think it looks like it's going to be Caleb. And it is Caleb, my man, with the first place. Second is Blue Core. Fierce comes in third, and then Tursa is going to limp across the line. But that's okay, because Tursa has already won a card so far today, so I think he won't be too disappointed about that. That was, wow, that was exciting. However, here's something we've got to keep in mind. This race was for two. This race was for two cards. So the top two here have won, not just Caleb. Caleb wins the race, but Blue Core wins a card too. So, because Caleb won first, he's going to be able to choose which of the two cards he wants, and then the second card is going to go to Blue Core. So congratulations to Caleb. Congratulations to Blue Core. Guys, I'm going to ask you right now, Caleb, you have the option between Gideon Irons and Curran the Canopy. Which one do you want to choose from? Because you came first, and then Blue Core will get the one that's remaining. If they wins the last one, I'll trade this. You want Gideon, yeah? Good man. All right, you're in here, right? Caleb's in. Caleb's already here. He's playing the game. So Caleb, you get, and Blue Core's on as well. Perfect. Good guys. Good guys. So Caleb, you get Gideon. I'm going to send that to you right now, my man. All right, and then yeah, you're going to get Curran Blue Core, which is not too bad at all. In fact, he's very, very good. I like Curran a lot. All right. So Gideon coming over to Caleb. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's not what we wanted. Oh, I've not seen this before, so it looks like the game has kind of crashed on me. Okay, let's see if we can fix it. The trade is so good that the game said, no, you can't do that. I think I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna have to like force the restart. 1 second, guys. All right, we're gonna force the restart. We'll be back. Don't you worry. Let's go and get Wyldernook back up. Here we go. 2 seconds and we're back up. It loads up really quickly. Here we are. Skelly, stick about, please. Are you new to the game? How long have you been playing the game for? All right, let's try that again. So, Caleb. Invite to trade. Request trade. Okay. We might have to report that as well, just a little bug. If you see any bugs like that, guys, just make sure that you report the issue in game so that the dev team can look at it and try and fix it. Right, Gideon Irons is there. Accept trade. Coming over to Caleb right now. Yes, we get nothing. We're happy to get nothing. We're happy for you guys to get everything. Thank you so much for the support on today's streams. There you go. Congratulations, Caleb. And we're not done giving away cards because Blue Core also wins one. Let's give him the Curran. What a cool system that is, right? This in-game trade system. It's so easy. It's so easy. Okay, here we are. Right. Oh, did I? Yeah, there we go. Curran. Yeah, this is the one. All right. Over to Blue Core as well. Send. Yep. Confirm. Boom. It's so good, man. I don't know why more games don't have a system like this. It's so freaking good. There's a couple of other things that I want to mention. We haven't talked about. By the way, congratulations to Blue Core. If you didn't know, there is a create a card. You can literally create your own card in the game. No joke. No joke. Oh, good. You didn't have him yet. There you go. You're very welcome, Blue Core, man. Thank you for the support on the stream and for turning up. So if you want to create like your own card in a TCG, you can do it in this game. You can put your own artwork in the game. So if you can come up with a character, maybe you design one, maybe, you know, whatever. You don't have to do it, but if you want to really do it, you could. Then you add your own artwork in the game. You can decide how much the card costs. You can decide on the devotion cost. So you can kind of say this card needs to be 3 of one color. So it has to be like 3 red, or it could be like 1 red or 2 red, right? Whatever you want it to be. Then what you can do is you can give it a name. You can add some kind of description as to how the card works, right? But then not only that, you then start to actually add the mechanics into the card. So you can, like, the game actually codes into that card mechanically how it's going to work so that the card is robust. And if that wasn't enough, you can even make it a legendary card if you so wish. You can add the lore here, so you can legitimately give it tons of lore. You can decide what subtype it is. Is it human, gremlin, or whatnot? You know, is it spirit? Is it a Dafaqtor type? It's so good. And once you've created the card, you can play with it. Now, here's a little caveat. You can't play with the card in 1v1 duels. You can play with this card that you create in as a custom game. So let's say I created that card and I wanted to actually play with it. I would go play. I would create a custom game. I would set the rules as custom. And then here I can kind of decide whether I want to allow custom cards in here, whether you want to allow mulligans. You can cap the maximum health. You can basically refine what type of game you want to have. And then all you then do, once you've done it, is you can then invite people in, right? So then I could invite Bluecore, or I could invite Caleb in. I could just invite whoever I want, really. And then you can start playing with your cards, and your cards can come to life. So it's really cool. You can have these insane games where, like, maybe you create, you know, like 10 different cards, right? You've got this deck that's super wacky, and it's very different from the meta game that you can play normally. You can then play against someone that's also done the same, and your mind could be blown because they're playing with cards that, like, do some crazy things that you can't see yet in the game. It's such a cool feature. I absolutely love it. For the guys that just jumped in as well, who maybe don't know, you can also do 4-player multiplayer in this game. 4-player multiplayer. Cards visibly wear over time. So you will see, the more you play with a card, that it will start to get worn around the edges, and it can get very, very worn, where it looks like the card's been around for 10 years. So freaking cool. There's a campaign mode here as well. So you can play single player, and it's roguelike, which means that all the paths are very different. Each time you do it, you get different enemies, you get different scenarios that come up. So they're like RPG story choices that you have to make that give you different cards, different rewards, different treasures. And yeah, it's very difficult, it's challenging, but it's super rewarding to do. This unlocks once you have defeated all the faction decks. So if you want to play the campaign, it doesn't take too long to fight all the other faction decks, the starter decks. Once you've done that, you then have around 300 cards, to play with, and then you can start jumping into the campaign and just getting going, you know, like unlocking more cards from playing, earning some dust. Dust, by the way, is the currency you use to go and buy some cards. So you can buy packs, you can use the dust to craft cards. You can craft any card in the game with dust. What I'm actually going to do, because we're getting tight on time, I have 750 gemstones, which I have because I bought the starter pack. If you haven't bought the starter pack, you don't have to, by the way. You can play the game entirely for free if you want. It's incredibly free-to-play friendly. I'd even say it's the most generous economy, free-to-play economy I've probably ever seen in a card game. It's that good. So you can play the game entirely for free. You can earn cards very well, regularly. You can earn dust enough so that you can go and craft the cards you want. Also, one thing I'd recommend is that if you have cards in your collection that you're just not using, I'd 100% recommend dusting them so that you then have enough dust to make the decks that you do want to do, because you get a free pack every day anyway. And so you're always going to be able to have more cards that you can either dust or you can keep. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open this collector pack. We're going to open, this is a premium pack that you can only buy with gemstones, and you can only get gemstones by putting money into the game. If you do want to spend money in this game, As I say, you don't have to, but if you do want to spend money in this game, I would 100% recommend that you buy the starter pack that should appear where this rock is in the shop, right? It's about $7.99. It gives you an insane amount of value because you get about 650 gemstones, and it gives you about 20 cards, maybe more, I can't remember. It gives you so many cards, and you get legendaries, you get epics, you get rares in there. It's like worth way more than $7.99. The entire value you get from that is incredible. So if you do want to spend money, I'd probably recommend buying that whilst it's available, rather than just going and buying the gemstones. But you can also buy the gemstones if you want to, right? Okay, guys, we're going to open a collector pack. Then we're going to squeeze in another game. Then we're going to give away the last card that we have, the last legendary card that we have to give away. Can we get some hype in the chat? Because we want to see whether the chat's insane positive energy can get us to that 9% chance of getting the legendary quality card in here. We have a 40% chance of getting one epic. We have 2 cards which are guaranteed to be rare or higher, which is great because with this card here, you're only guaranteed to get 1 rare, and the same for the standard packs. You're only guaranteed to get 1 rare. In this one, we're guaranteed that 2 are going to be rare, which is the blue one, the blue quality. But we ideally want to see more purples. We want to see a gold in here as well. The other cool thing is that we're going to get some really nice artwork, different alternative art styles, special frame treatment. So I used to have a drum roll on the stream. I should bring it back. I'll try and bring it back for the next one. Nook in the sky. Great Nook in the sky. We asked you to bless Dafaqtor live on stream for his for his devoutness and his holiness, his faith to the holiness. Please bless him with a legendary. This would be so cool if this actually happens live on stream, wouldn't it? All right, wish me luck, guys. Here we go. 600 gemstones. Right, here's what you can do when you open a pack. It doesn't matter whether it's a collector pack, a standard pack, or a premium pack. If you want to have an idea of what you've got, hover over the cards, and what you'll see is there'll be a glimmer like that. So we hover over it and we see a blue shimmer around the card that says that that's a blue card. So that's a rare card, right? We know that we're guaranteed to get 2 rare cards, okay? What we want to do is we want to be able to find a purple or a gold. So if we hover over this one, this is our second rare. So they're both next to each other. Now for the remaining 3 cards, we ideally want to see a purple. We really want to see a gold shimmer. What do we see here? Oh, nothing. So this is just going to be a common. It's going to be a standard common card. We need to see another color here, ideally. Ho-ho! Okay. So we get 3 rares in this pack. Let's go. Love it. That's already a win. Can we finish on a monumentous high by getting an insane pull of either purple or gold? Please, can our prayers be answered? Well, we didn't get purple, we didn't get gold. You're guaranteed to get 2 blue. So the rare cards, you're guaranteed to get 2 rares in a collector pack. We got 4 out of 5. I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's open them up. Let's see what we got. We start with the common here first. Ooh, okay, so we get the irate farmer with the really cool kind of cosmetic style with the card frame. Love it. Right, let's go left, right, left, right. Left. Wow, confused Kremini with the alternative art. Look at that. We have an alternative art style on it. Brilliant. Brilliant. Alternative art. Okay, alternative frame. Let's see what this one is. Nice. Alternative frame on the Briar Batch region. Pretty nice. Yeah. Proper Mario looking. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna start sleeving these, right? This is the cool thing. You can sleeve them immediately when you open them up, so that you don't just send them back into your collection and then you kind of accidentally then dust them or like trade them. I'm sleeving these right now. I'll even sleeve that one because it's alternative frame. Let's sleeve it. So now they're safe, right? Do that. If you're opening packs and you ever find a card that you really want to hold on to, just sleeve it instantly, okay? What's this one? Elm of Empathy. Like it. Alternative frame, sleeve. And then last but not least, sleeve means that you can't accidentally trade it and you can't accidentally destroy it. So you can't dust it, right? Because you can destroy cards for dust so that you can then increase the amount of dust you've got. Whereas if you really don't want to do that accidentally, you just sleeve a card. It actually puts, if you see, it puts like almost like it was a physical card, you know, like where you put like a plastic sleeve over it. You see the animation here. Watch this. Put the sleeve over it, and now that's protected, so we can't accidentally destroy it or trade it off. It's in our collection until we say so. Last but not least, we get Splatter. Splatter. This is actually kind of a cool card. Really nice alternative frame as well. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We take it. We take it. It would have been really cool, of course. It would have got like an epic or a legendary, but you know what? I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. Don't forget, you get standard packs every day. One every day. The shop can store up to 3. So if you don't log in one day, don't worry. This guy here, Chive, he will hold on to that free pack there. And then let's say you don't get on the next day, then the second pack will be there waiting for you. So they stay there waiting for you. But obviously when it gets to 3, and then if you don't log in after that, then you don't get any more. You've got to clear the backlog of 3. But it's nice that, you know, the 3 free packs kind of accrue. Because I know some games, like, if you don't log in, then you basically don't get like an extra free pack just sitting there waiting for you for the next day. It's like you have to claim that pack before another free pack becomes available. It's just a really cool system. What's the difference between packs? So these packs here, you can only get with dust, right? You can only get these with dust, and you earn dust from playing battles. So just from playing the game, you earn dust. You can also get dust from destroying cards. So for example, I have 950 dust, right? If I, for example, wanted more dust, then I could look at cards which are non-starter cards, right? So this is a non-starter deck card. And the reason, the way that you tell the difference between a non-starter card and a starter card is that these starter cards don't have this little emerald. You see this little emerald here? This indicates that it's a non-starter card. All right, so you don't get it as part of the starter decks, but it's a common. So you can craft this, you can trade it, and I can destroy it, right? With this card here, I can't, like, destroy it. In fact, hold on a second. That might not be true. I think I can, actually. I think I can. If I'm not mistaken. No, you can't. You actually can't. You can't destroy it. But I can destroy this one if I unsleeved it. Yeah, so if I wanted to destroy this now, I would just refund it. So it would destroy it and give me 45 dust. But I'm sleeving this one because it's part of my deck. But I'll show you guys. I don't mind doing it because I'll get more cards. Which one? For example, here, look, Traitorous Servant. We just picked up, right? I actually wanted this card a lot. Now, I don't want to accidentally destroy it, and I don't want to accidentally select it as part of a trade. So I'm going to sleeve it. It's really cool. It tells you how you got the card. So it tells you that we won this from like looting, right? So it drops as part of loot. Whereas, for example, this card, I crafted it. So I actually used dust to create this card. And what's also really cool is that every card tracks the lifetime stats of that card. So these are how many games that I have played with this card in the deck, in a deck that I played it with. These are how many times I won with this card in that deck. And these are how many times I actually played that card out of the 51 matches. And when I trade this card, let's say that I've played this card in like 1,000 games, right? Let's say that I've played this game in 1,000 games, right? And then I trade this card. Those stats don't disappear. When I trade this card to you, those stats follow that card. So then you inherit a card and you can see how many times this card's been played, how many times it's been won with. It's like the history of that card follows the card with it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's so good. And of course the wear and tear of the card follows as well. So then that new user can be like, okay, this card is almost destroyed, like physically, because it's been played in 1,000 games and I can see so much wear and tear. I'm going to take the wear off it. But of course, it's also more authentic sometimes to look at a card and be like, look how cool this card looks because it's been through war. It's been through hell and back over 1,000 games and I can see it in the card. It's just brilliant. Shut up and take my money, right? This is why I'm so excited about this TCG. And this is why I'm going to be streaming this TCG every Tuesday, because legitimately, and I will say this with no hesitation, I've been playing TCGs for the last 15 years. This is one of the best TCGs I've ever played. No joke. I'm not saying that just for saying sake. This is legitimately so fun, so well made. The balance to the game is really good. There's like hardly any bugs in the game. It's a two-man team. There's two people in the team that run this game, that made this game. And the game has so many cool features in it. So many cool features in this game. They're keeping on top of the balance. They're adding new cards every month. They are adding new art every month. They are polishing the game every month. Adding new story soon. They're adding ranked leaderboard soon. They are doing so much to this game. And you can, as Caleb said in the chat, you can 100% tell that the people that make this game genuinely love this game and they wanted to make a game where other people can play it and they genuinely love it too. Not a game that kind of puts you down because the meta's really toxic. Not a game that's like hungry, greedy monetization, because it's not that at all. The fact that you can basically create any card in the game from crafting, you can basically earn any card just from playing the game, and there's free packs every day. You can pull legendaries from free packs. So you just might open a free pack and you might get a legendary. I've pulled about 4 legendaries so far from free packs. Legendary cards from a free pack that you get every day. That's insane. I haven't seen a TCG like this with the mechanics, the wear sleeve and all the history. It's incredible. It's so good, which is why I'm trying to get as many people to play it, because when I spoke to the dev team, I said to them what they have achieved here with this game already in an early access game, right? It's early access. It's only been out for about a month. What they have achieved here with this game is incredible because it is so well made. So well made. Like the mechanics, everything, the UI, the card art. It has global chat. You can speak to people in game, right? You can see who's about. When you're in a game, you have the game chat. You can speak to the other person that you might not even know. You can chat in game to them as the game is going on. There's so many features in this game. It's putting other TCGs to shame. It's putting them to shame. And it's only going to keep getting better. So, yeah, as I say, if you've not started playing this game, check it out. Download it. It's for free to play. You'll find the link in the chat right there. Please do use my link if you can, because it just helps me to keep track of how many people are interested in the game since we started to cover it. We should finish in a minute, but you know what we'll do? We'll play one more game. We'll see if we can get like another good win. And then what we'll do is we have one more legendary card to give away. It's a good one. Guys, it's a really good one. The card we're about to give away after this next game is, I think it's incredible. And I'm not kidding. I can't craft this card because the way it works in this game is that you can't, I can't craft this card I don't think I can craft this card because I've got it. I try to. Am I making that up? I don't think I can. No, I can't. Look, I can't. I can't craft it because I've already got one. But once I give it away, once I give this card away, I'm going to be crafting this card. I'm going to be crafting this card. I have 950. It costs 1,200 to craft a legendary. And after this stream, I'm going to find the next, you know, 250 dust to get myself one of these that we're going to give away because I love this card. I'm trying to show it to everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to show it to everyone. So all the guys that know me from Parallel, I'm trying to get their attention on it because I really do feel like not only does this game deserve a much bigger player base than what it has right now. It has a very small player base right now and it doesn't deserve it. It deserves a much bigger player base, but the only reason it's got a small player base is because it's a small team. They haven't really done any marketing. And so it's just one of those games where if you don't know about it, you wouldn't discover it, right? It's hard to discover, which is part of the reason why we're going to do some streams. I'm going to try and do some videos as well around the game so we can get more people's eyes on this game. And the guys from, like, say, the know me from Parallel, believe me, I'm going to be telling them all about this game. I have started to already. I want to get more of them into it because there's a very good competitive scene, I think, that's growing already in the game. There's very good players in the game. Ranked is just around the corner, so it's a good time to start getting in. I know that the dev team in the long run want to start introducing tournaments into the game, but that's still, you know, a while away because it's in early access. I think that would probably come later after early access once they've kind of got all the foundations in place first. But you know, there's 4-player. What we should do actually, if you guys are up for it, I'm definitely up for it. We need to try and get involved in the match court, the 4-player matched court, right? Because that's 4 players, and they're not on Twitter. No, they're not on Twitter. But you can find a lot of their socials. They don't have many socials, to be fair. But the socials that they do have, you can find on their Steam. They have a Discord. I would 100% recommend that everybody jumps into the Discord because there's lots of stuff that's going on in the Discord. Discord, yeah, you can get involved in the Discord. So if you just go onto the Steam page and then if you scroll, I'll actually just give you the link, actually, guys. It might be easier, no? So if I give you this link here, hold on a minute. If I give you this link, copy the link address. If I drop that into the chat, this is just going to give you the direct. There you go. I think that. Oh, has that worked? I don't think that worked, actually. I don't think that worked. That didn't work, actually. That just gives you the link to Steam. Sorry, but like you can find the Discord there. It's right there. Just click on that link there, and it will take you into it. We are running out of time, so what we're going to do. We're going to do another quick game with our Burn Aggro deck. Then we're going to give away the last. Thank you, Wyldernook. The irony. Wyldernook just posted. Wyldernook just posted a link. Right. This is Wyldernook's stream, and my bot banned them. My bot timed them out. Sorry about that, Wyldernook. I will give you an exception for the next stream so the bot doesn't target you again. I'll make you safe from that. I'll give everybody the link right at the end of the stream. Don't worry. In fact, I can see it. There it is. There it is. I got it. I got you. I got you. It's fine. The link won't be lost. There you go, guys. There's the link from Wyldernook. I'm telling you, that Nightbot gets a little bit too trigger happy. Right, what do you want to do? This is a burn deck, right? Okay, let's keep the burn. Okay, so there's the Discord link right there. Right there. We're going to get this game done, and then we are going to do the last giveaway, guys. Yeah, I'm so happy, by the way, to hear that you guys have given the game a chance. You've started to play it. And you love it, because I knew that you would love it. I knew that if I talk more about this game and I introduce this game to the network that I know, right, through Paolo and whatnot, this game's gonna grow because this game is so good. This game is so good. There's no reason for this game not to grow. It's got everything here for it to grow. Okay, we're gonna throw that into the attack. We have 4 energy. We're gonna get that going. We're gonna get that going, and yeah. Also, following Wyldernook, you guys have a good game going. It's great. Yeah, I love it. I knew you'd love it, Fierce. I knew it. I knew you'd love it. And you guys know as well. I don't cover crap games on the channel, right? Like if I'm covering a game on the channel, you know it's worth your time. You know it's worth your time if I'm covering a game on the channel. So yeah. What's my favorite faction? It's the Spirit faction. It's the grey one. I play Control. I play Control badly. Control's great. I just play Control badly. There is a difference. It's the grey one. My favorite faction is the Spirit faction right now. Oh god, look at this here. Okay, we need to go hard here. Okay, perfect. Do we commit this? I don't really want to commit this because he has the potential. He has the potential to kill it if I commit it. Whereas if I leave it here, it's a lot harder for him, and every turn we're getting this this burn that goes higher and higher. So the next turn we'll get a 1 cost that deals 2. The turn after that, I think it's then 4 or 3. I can't remember actually. We're not going to commit it. We're not going to commit it. This is going to die again, but then it revives. Oh, no way. That's good. That's really good. He played this and it basically transformed. Oh, wow. He hit the jackpot with it. Wow. That's brilliant. Look at that. Look at that. He's transformed my... Wow. What can you say other than applauding that? Yeah. That was incredible. So basically my win con is gone. My win con's gone. That's my win con was that champion. It's gone. That was brilliant. Okay, I guess we just... How much has he got here? He's got 6, 8... Oh, 6, 8, 10. He can't technically kill us here. We have technically 9, 11, then 15. We can take him really close to death, and I think we will. I think we're just going to go for it. Here they come. I can't believe that. I've not had that done on me yet, where they just play that transform. That was brilliant, man. That was really good. I got time for that. Okay. I got time for that. That was great. We should clip that and ship it. This guy, when he attacks, he creates these other things, so he can technically throw these over to defend and still do a lot of damage to us, which he's going to do. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. He's going to do that because this is going to create, I think, three units that. Yeah. Sure. Ugh. Man, I can't believe that one card completely changed the game. Incredible. 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 We're dead here. I think we're pretty dead. We'd have to block with everything. And that's still not going to be enough. We don't have enough. Yeah, we're so dead here. Oh, what a shame. Okay. He deserves that, though. He deserves that. We'll do the giveaway after this. It's been a pretty rough night for games, but
let's do this. It's
been fun still. I don't mind losing. At least we've had fun losing. That's the main thing. Yeah, look at this.
Purification.
The fact that his card transformed into that as well, that gives him all of that value each turn. GG. GG. I'm going to tell the opponent GG, and he can have that. We have no way out of that. No way out of that. All right. Let's go to the giveaway. We'll give away one more card. And then the stream is not ending. Then we are going to go and play Baldur's Gate 3 for a little bit. Right. Let's give away this last card. If you're just tuning in and you don't know what we're giving away, this is what we're giving away. I actually can't believe how quickly nearly 3 hours has gone. We haven't taken a break here at all. We've been full stop. Full on. Right, here we go. We're giving away a card that can't be killed. A card that can't be targeted by spells. What an insane card. What an insane card. A very cool card to build a kind of slow burn control deck with. Really good. I mean, yeah, technically, it's. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if this card, right? Because something we haven't talked about here. The grey. So the grey. Let's just show you here. The grey coloured faction, which is the spirit faction, they have the ability to basically revive, right? They have lots of cards where they can bring back from the graveyard. Like, doesn't look like it here, but like. They have more cards in this, okay? They have a spell. I don't know why the spell doesn't come up, actually. Oh, it doesn't come up because we're selecting champions. There you go. So they have like lots of cards here, like revive, 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 right? This is a good revive. So can you imagine if, and it's a good job that it doesn't work like this because it would be so OP, but could you have imagined if where's he gone? I need to find him. Take revive off. Can you imagine if this card was not a 3 devotion cost, right? If it was like, say, a 2. If this was like a 2, then what you would end up having a situation of is like this then would have been able to have been played in decks where like you could basically discard the card in your hand and then revive it. So you could cheat it out of being a 13 where you could maybe play it on like 5 or something, 6, right? And then you would have a 13-13 that can't be killed on the board. It's just, it would be too much, right? So it's good that they have this in place because it kind of keeps a bit of good balance in check. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is the card we're giving away. If you want to take part in the giveaway, then don't do it now. I'll tell you when to do it. We need to go and choose a new track to race on. Let's choose something a bit unusual. We have a speed run here. Oh God, what's Under Falling Waters? Oh my God, Vor's Lab looks wild. Look at this here. Let's do this one. Let's do that. Right. If you want to take part in the giveaway and win potentially a legendary, He Who Answered, this invulnerable, untargetable card, then all you need to do right now is type !play into the chat. If you are watching over on Wyldernook's YouTube and Twitch channels, you do just need to hop over to my channel for this bit here, because this game needs to read my chat. So just jump over, type !play into the chat, like Fierce has just done there, so he's now in, and then you will have a chance to win this legendary card. Blue Core's in here, Caleb's in here. Can we get more in here as well? This is such a big card we're giving away. I definitely want to see us get to 5 here. Look at this insane level as well, by the way. If I win, the card is for you. No, it's okay. That's very kind of you to say. I do want this card though. I don't have it, and so I want it. I can't enter. I could enter, but I won't enter. It's not right. I do want to enter though. Imagine the uproar if I entered and then all of a sudden I won. It's not a good look. So we don't enter these giveaways. Oh, anyone else? For anyone else, if you're on the stream right now, just type !play. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. And then you will be in with a chance to win the legendary card. That's all you need to do. I don't know where the rest of everyone's marbles have gone. They've kind of like slightly disappeared, but I don't think we're going to get anyone else. I'm offering it up. This is your chance, your last chance to enter. It's a free card and it's a legendary card. It's an incredible card that I will send to you if you win it. Going in 10 seconds. 9, 8. All you need to do is type !play. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this party started with who we've got in the race. And I don't really know how to follow this, actually. This is a wacky course. We'll do our best to try and follow it. We need to... Where's the... Why has it done this again where I can't see? I need to see the names. Why can't I see the names? Where have you gone? I don't even know where the marbles are. Where are they? There you are. There you are. All is okay now. See, that's what I mean. I've not done this level before and it's pretty wacky. All right. Down there. I have no idea where this is leading. Blue Core and Fierce are really going for it here. Caleb, you like to take these weird routes, don't you? Where you like to go the long way and then maybe spend a bit of time... spend a bit of time just like playing about on these slides and tubes and whatnot. Blue Core and Fierce, they're away. Fierce, you've not won a card yet, no? You haven't won a card yet. Oh no! Fierce, you fell off. Fierce, you fell off. Blue Core's fallen off. Nobody won. Nobody won. Okay. Well, that seems wild. Maybe that course is too difficult. If everyone fell off... if everybody fell off, I think we need a new track. Let's just do a random track here. That's crazy. I expected somebody to get through to the final. Right. Sorry, guys. We need a winner. And this, I don't know this track at all, but hey, let's, again, !play. A sorrowful end indeed, yeah. !play will get you entered. And then hopefully this course isn't as difficult to get to the end. It does look a bit wacky though. But please enter again, !play. We'll then do the race. And we'll get started. Blue Core's back in. Plasm's now here. Love it. Hello, Plasm. Fierce is in. Perfect. No, it's not too late, my man. We're about to end the stream, but it's not too late for the giveaway. So you're in. You're in. You're in. You're in. Caleb's back in as well. Do we have one more? Anybody can enter if you're on the stream right now and you want to have a chance of entering and winning this legendary card. All you need to do is type !play, and then we're going to get started. Yeah, we've been live for nearly 3 hours and I was supposed to do a 2.5 hour stream. So we're kind of like, we're massively overrunning, but it's okay. We've been having fun. That's the main thing. So we're going to end with this and then we're going to give out the winning card. I think everybody here though will tell you, Plasm, it's been a good stream. I think I'd like to think that everybody here will tell you that like, you should be playing this game. Because this game is actually fantastic. I think the guys that have got on and started playing today have started to really see it, or yesterday, have started to really see just how much incredible detail and love has been put into, not this game, of course, Marbles, but the actual game. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, cool, man. Right, let's get started. We've got 4 racers. Let's go. Plasm, Blue Core, Fierce, Caleb. We need somebody to get to the finish line here, and then they're going to win a legendary. He who wanted. I think I got that name wrong. You know the legendary card, the best one, the purple one. It's been a hectic stream. My mind's frazzled. Right, I'm gonna try and keep up with this as best as I can. Okay, you've gone down here. I don't really. Oh, we're going back up now. I don't really know who's in the lead. It looks like Blue Core, maybe. Doesn't it? Wow, what an insane track this is. Please don't fall off. God, this conveyor belt looks a bit scary. Please nobody fall off, so we have to do this again. Yeah, so Blue Core's leading. But everything can change. Plasm second. Blue Core's got quite a healthy lead here, actually. But I don't know. Oh, my God. We've got loads of the track to go. Guys, loads of the track. Everything can change here. Where's Blue Core now? Okay, Blue Core's there. Okay. What a mad track. Now Caleb's in the lead. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. How do you follow this? I'm trying my best. But, like, you slow down. Look, there's bits where you slow down. Interesting. And you wind up here? Wow. Okay. Right. And then what? Through here? This... Did you fall? Who fell? Oh, you did. Oh, Fish, you fell. Yeah, I did. I did spot that until you mentioned it. And now I see your... Oh, God. It won't actually let me go through there. I have to go around. You won't let me get the camera through. All right. Blue Core's back in the lead again somehow. Oh, God. Plasm and Caleb struggled to get through this little bit here. Oh, Fierce, I'm sorry that you died. Again, what a sorrowful ending. Plasm's nearly dropped off there, but survived somehow. Oh, Blue Core's still... Where's Caleb? Do you want to come and join us, Caleb? He's finally coming. Here you go. Here you go. He's finally coming. Yeah. Do you know what? There'll be other giveaways as well. As I say, I'm going to be streaming this game every Tuesday. And so what I might do, because I have, you know, cards which I'm not necessarily using, I can always trade my cards. Almost use those as giveaways. Kind of what I've done with Parallel 2. So there'll be plenty more giveaways. You won't miss... you'll have more opportunities, basically, what I'm saying, to get involved. I think the end is near, no? Where's the end? That looks like the end to me, no? Is that the end? I hope it's the end. I didn't know this track would be so so obscure. Yeah, blue looks like he's maybe got it, unless Plasm. Oh my God, did we speak too soon? Plasm, what's happened here? Oh my God, Plasm nearly stole that. Did you see that? You won that, Blue Core, by a hair. By a hair. I'm not kidding. Out of nowhere, Plasm just came. What an insane ending that was. And I think Caleb is taking pictures, isn't he? He's taking the scenic route. Brilliant. All right, Blue Core, you've won yourself another card, my man. What a great day this has been for you. Really, look at that. Look at the time. Blue Core, 2 minutes 58. I didn't realize it'd be that long, guys. Sorry. 2 minutes 58 seconds. 0.479. 2 minutes 58.69. We're talking about milliseconds here. Hundreds of seconds. Hundreds. Incredible. It's like a Formula 1 time. Well, you've just about done it. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. So, let's send this... Caleb, my man, unlucky. I know you really wanted that card. Let's send this over to Blue Core. Blue Core, are you still on? You're still on, aren't you? Why are you blue there? You're still there, I think, right? Yeah, okay. Right, let's send this to you then. And then we're going to wrap up the stream after that. Let's have a little look here. Why you have like a blue status? I'm not sure. Okay. Where's he at? There he is. He who answered. Oh, God. Oh, no! Okay. This has happened again. All right. I'm going to restart this. We're not going to end like that. That's like a really weird ending, no? I'm not going to end like that. We'll load the game back up. I think what I need to do, I've realized, is that when we'll close this down as well. We don't need this. What I probably need to do is close the other windows down, go back to the main... go back to the main menu, the main screen on Wyldernook, and then start the trade, because it looks like there's like a weird bug that's happening when maybe like the screen is kind of another screen is conflicting with it. I'm gonna post a bug on that. Blue equals in a game, so can't trade. Okay, with you. Thank you, Wyldernook. Thank you. I actually didn't know that. Okay, so now Blue Core's available. I wonder whether that was the problem then, that we tried to initiate a trade when they're in a game. I don't know. Well, you saw that though, Wyldernook, right? Yeah. Did you see that? That's happened like twice, right? Are you guys already aware of that kind of conflict that's happening that's crashing the game? I can submit a bug report as well. I'll submit a report. I'll report the issue after the stream that we had a couple of crashes there. I just wanted to know whether you saw it or not. We'll send this to Blue Core. Invite to trade. Do you know what? I think even if you don't change it, maybe if you had like a key or something, you know, like maybe if you had a key that appeared here that would indicate that green's online, blue's away, or in a game, maybe a key would also work, right? If you don't think you necessarily need to change the colors or anything, but yeah, maybe just an indicator to so people understand like why. Because I didn't know that. I genuinely didn't know that, so it's kind of interesting. Can I initiate the trade with you, Blue Core? Okay, good. Good. Why can't I do this trade with you? Is it just, do we have to wait a little bit here? I think we started to initiate it, right? Doesn't seem to be working. So do you know what I might do? Because we could be at this for a while, right? Just to see if we can get it fixed and whatnot and how to get it to work. What I'll do, Blue Core, is once I end the stream, I will send it to you, right? I'll send it to you off stream because, you know, obviously I know that we've got you as friends and whatnot, right? So don't worry, after stream finishes, I'm going to send the amazing legendary card to Blue Core. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that tuned in. I hope you've had fun, like, with me playing this game. I've had a lot of fun playing it today. I think it's been great. We've lost a ton. We haven't really won many games, and that's fine, right? Because we've just been trying to experiment, and there's good decks that we face as well. It's not really been about winning. It's been very interesting, like just going through the game again and like showing you guys why this is a TCG that should be right at the top of your list and why you should be playing it. Because as I said before, more people need to know about this game. It's incredible, like very well built. The handcrafted art and UI is incredible. I love the visual style. The soundtrack we talked about is just delightful. You know, it's a dreamy soundtrack where you can just almost drift off to it and just feel really chill when you're playing the game. And the fact that the free-to-play economy is so good, there's a campaign here, so you can do a single-player story campaign. If you don't really fancy kind of getting sweaty maybe with some other human players, you can just take some time out, play the roguelike campaign. And then the fact that you can trade cards, you can make your own cards. The cards wear, they get visibly damaged. I didn't even show you this, by the way. I'm just going to quickly show you this before we end, because okay, there's two things actually I'm going to show you. There's two things I'm going to show you that will also, we didn't even get to. In 3 hours, we didn't even get to, right? Let me show you. Look at this here. I only figured this out. I only spotted this. Like, I have like 80 hours in the game, and it was only a couple of days ago where I was like, what's this doing next to her? Because I was like, why does she have that? And I don't see that on any other card, right? Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Watch this. You can change the posture of the card. A small little thing like this that doesn't even need to be there, but is such a cool little thing to have in a card game. So I can now play with her with a different posture, and there's going to be other games, other cards you're going to be able to use that you'll also be able to change the posture, right? So cool. There's also stickers. We didn't even talk about stickers. You can add stickers to your cards so that then they become even more personalized, right? We didn't even get to stickers yet. I'll have to cover that next week. Maybe you guys will be able to discover it too. But there's stickers you can also put on cards. But also, and we're going to end on this note, And I know Wyldernook saying, sorry, my chat is a bit delayed, but yeah, we can add a legend. And I saw the bug. You don't need to raise a ticket for it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. One other thing I'm going to show you guys, and this will blow your mind. I'm not kidding. This will blow your mind, because not only does this game have all these features here, global chat, game chat, you can add friends in really easily, you can trade with your friends, you can create cards, play with them, you can do 4-player. I mean, the list goes on, right? I've said all this for the last 3 hours. The one thing I didn't show you is that, look at this, right? We're talking about a small indie dev studio, and this will prove to you how much love is being put into this game and why this game is absolutely gonna become very popular. Look at this here. You open up the menu and you go down to the language, right? Oh, I don't want to play the game in English. I want to play it in German or something, right? You press it. The option is Wylderspeak. Okay, let's check out Wylderspeak. They have an entire language of Wylderspeak. They have an entire language. Look how insane this is here. So now we can look at the cards. All the cards are in the Wylderspeak language that they created for this game. The lore, accurate detail here is insane. The menu, some of the menus here are in Wylderspeak. Like this here, this here. It's insane amounts of detail and love that's gone into this game. And this is why I love it. Look, here's the sticker. I can add a sticker on if I want to. If I want to give him some kind of like a bow or whatnot, I can add it wherever. I can add it down here. And now he's got a sticker. But look at this. This is so crazy good. So anyways, I wanted to show you that before we ended. It's time to learn Wylderspeak, right? Time to even the explanations. Oh my god, tripping over my words there. Even if we go on a card and we want to look at the explanation, right? The explanations can like turn up in this speak as well. Look at the bottom right. It's all in Wylderspeak. It's incredible. It's incredible. So anyways, there's plenty to discover. There's plenty to explore. Is there an alphabet to translate it? Ask Plasm. Good question. Good question. Yeah, how do lore guys able to decipher the alphabet? Is there anything, any kind of decipher or code? Caleb's going to feed it to his AI for sure. Big lore guys. The big lore guys, right? The big lore guys are going to appreciate this. We also didn't even talk about the lore. I'm going to quickly... Oh my god, I could go on forever. I know I could. I love this game so much. I don't think you guys know, really appreciate... I love this game. I love this game. I love that I've discovered this game. I love the love that's been put into this game. And I love all the little small details that have gone into this game that just show you how much effort has gone into this game to make it such a nice little package. The one thing I also want to show you, and then I'll stop, right, is that lots of cards, you might have already noticed it, lots of cards already have lore. And I'd recommend that you read the lore, because if you read the lore, you do really start to understand a lot more about the factions and kind of like the history that's gone on in the universe that they've built. But also, I'm going to show you here, some cards not only have lore, but they have extra story, which I will need to show you outside of this. If we go to just looking at normal cards here, we reset the filter, and we want to look at cards that have extra lore, extra story, right? If I click on this guy here, he has some lore that you can read that gives like, and he's quite a big character in the game, by the way. He has this lore, you can read it, and then maybe you're not completely satisfied and full because you're lore hungry, you're a lore goblin like me. You click on this extra story, and I'm not kidding, look, there's some good lore here. We're not talking like a paragraph or something. We're talking people have put time in, and you can hover over the little quiver here and it tells you who's written the story, and it is, this story was written by Ian Underwood, who is actually the lead developer, one of the developers on the game, the lead developer, and he took the time to write all of this here, and it is, there's lore on lots. That's one card, we've got it here, look, we're talking about good lore here that's been put into it. So yeah, really give the game as much love as you can. There's lots to discover. Good guy Ian thinking about the goblins, right? I could go on talking about this game forever, guys. I love this game. I hope that if this is your first time that you've been checking out the game, or maybe you've only just started playing the game in the last couple of days, I hope that today's stream has been really good just to kind of show you what it's all about and all the different things that are just tucked away and hidden in the game, right? Get playing on it. If you haven't added me in the game already, then you're more than welcome to. In fact, please do add me. There's my name. You have to add my name plus the hashtag, then 1682, and then you can add me and I'll be in the game. I'm playing this game all the time, so if you can't find a game in a queue and you want to play, just ping me and I'll play you. And then we can even test out different decks, you know, custom cards, whatnot. Happy to trade games as trade cards with you as well. And then, as I say, we're going to be doing this every Tuesday. So every Tuesday we're going to be playing Wyldernook for 2.5 hours. We have gone over by quite a bit today, but it's fine. But we're going to be playing 2.5 hours every Tuesday, starting at 5 p.m. UTC. It's going to be over on the Wyldernook's channels too. And the plan is to be doing some kind of regular content as well, hopefully, outside of the stream, so that we can maybe do things around decks or dig more into the lore. So really like videos around explaining the whole lore about the universe and all the different features in the game, how to use them. There's so much we could do, right? So I want to say a big thank you to everyone that tuned in. Don't go anywhere, but I'm just saying that we're going to be switching now to a bit of a break because we've been going hard for 3 hours. I'm going to take a bit of a 5-minute break. And then when we come back, we're actually going to be playing a bit of Baldur's Gate 3. We're going to say goodbye to Wyldernook for today. But then I can't wait to play it with you guys on stream again next Tuesday. And I hope that in this next week, you guys play it more. Maybe you can even tell me actually, oh, I discovered this and have you checked this card out? Did you know about this? Because I am still learning stuff about this game every day. So I'm sure you guys can also teach me stuff too when you play it. So we're going to have a quick 5-minute break and then we'll come back and we'll be playing some Baldur's Gate 3. See you in 5, guys. And thank you to the guys over at Wyldernook as well. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the stream. Thank you for creating this wonderful game as well. Really looking forward to keeping going on the journey with you guys, and yeah, keep going because we love it. We love this game, so can't wait to see more of the game with you guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere.